I've had a very long backachy day, so I'm gonna be like this. It's gonna be.
Poor baby.
It feels so bad for me.
I'm
Feels so
babbing.
bad for me. So I think we're gonna. Yeah, that was the one. So we're gonna load that one. I just feel like it's very funny how we have the synth just kind of standing.
Yeah.
She's right behind me, isn't she? But yeah, we're back with more Technobabylon. Shit's gone down. Look, quick. We can do like a quick recap in case you are new. But yeah, we basically. Our partner has done some. Our partner has done some stuff. He's gone missing. There's AI in the future, and it's terrible. Sure, glad that that's not happening in real life. I'm Robin. You probably know me, and by this point, you probably already know this goblin. But please introduce yourself.
I am Lily, local internet goblin. I am Robin's girlfriend, and I use she/they pronouns.
Yeah. It's great to have you here back again. Also, I believe that you. I don't know if I should say this because I feel like I was going to ask you this beforehand, but I believe you're going to be posting some art on your co-host
At
soon.
some point, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will link to that in the.
I now have an actual working scanner again.
Yeah, I can't believe it was. I was gonna say it's so funny, but it wasn't funny. But it was just kind of like when I was at your place and you were gonna scan something, and then both of your scanners conked out at the same time.
Both of them. Well, both of them because of printer problems, which is why I've specifically gone for a flatbed printer this scanner.
That's probably a good idea. I did speak to my dad who works in office supplies, and he says that the flatbed scanners are apparently not very popular because people just want to get the combination ones.
I mean, it makes sense in terms of like, oh yeah, I don't want to have space for both of these things. Like in terms of like maintenance, like it's because when they work really well, but when one of them conks out, then it takes out the whole thing.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's handy until it's not.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I guess the idea is that like, well, if you want one, you probably want the other, but also having the flexibility of two separate devices that you can, and at this point, you kind of hope that devices are going to be fairly well connected.
Yeah, and sometimes you find a printer which just really works for a while, or like a scanner which really works well for you, so you don't necessarily have to or need to get like the other one.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm glad that you got it working. So I will post a link to Lily's art co-host. You can go and check out her stuff. Please go and follow her because she's an incredible artist. She's done so much great work, and I'm so proud of you. But let's figure out this murder stuff. So
murder to the AI lab have had their turn analyzing her. Then she's all mine.
Hell yeah.
She's expensive. I wonder if I can persuade Regis to let us keep her.
Interesting. While you know full well that you could accomplish all of the work you need to in a trance suite in your head, Cell insists that most official business be carried out on its terminals and travelers for security. Regis seems to think that it's just to make it easier for Central to spy on everything you do.
Yeah, it's definitely not commentary on working on home.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm glad that I'm playing this game now and not a year ago.
Yeah.
It's rare to see Regis working at his desk on a normal night. To him, it feels like he's not getting anything done if he's not out on patrol. I don't even remember what we were doing, honestly.
I'd better download the case file, Dr. Var.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, because last thing I remember was we were visited by some people who were like, hey, your partner's gone a bit rogue, so you need to track him down. Hopefully, we don't think he's actually like gone off the deep end completely, but we want to find out what's actually going on.
Yeah, so basically, the guy, hello Dappling, the guy who was responsible for our partner's wife's death has just died, and it is highly sus. But we're a little bit suspicious about what's actually going on.
No answer.
Okay. I'm not going to call central. Centralized emergency logistics category. Class 4 information larceny with composite harm to health of individual targets, i.e. mindjacking. Oh, that's the... Oh, this is the thingy we have.
Mind if I jack?
How are
Jack,
you both
I
doing?
mind.
Oh, not. Paron.
Yes, also hi Dappling, hi June and Lever.
Yes.
And Never.
Hope you're both doing okay. Oh, this is the one we're looking for. Dr. Lau, as authorized by City Systems Administrator Dr. Eduardo Vargas, please find access to the investigation's case files enclosed. If you wish to discuss the case in person with the administrator, please make an appointment beforehand. Ooh, okay.
Alright.
Download.
Oh yeah, we had it.
Ow! Hey, what was that?
Huh.
Okay, we've probably got a virus or something.
Yeah, the zip file bit us.
Maxwell.
That's interesting. So, Charles just emailed us our name, I guess. Dr. Lau, thank you for the summary of the so-called mind-jacking investigations. It is evident that some of Dr. Regis' talent in investigation has found its way into your work. But please be aware that you need not also emulate his less helpful behavioral patterns. This one is from Edward Lau. Please come home. Max, it doesn't matter what Mom said. I don't really understand why you did it either, but I'm not going to judge you. I miss you, and they won't admit to it, but Mom and Dad too. Please come home, Max. That city, that life, it'll change you. Eddie. XXX. Fuck off, Eddie.
Oh, can you check the... Okay, I was just wondering... what was the subject line of Regis's?
No subject.
No subject. Yeah, it just says Max Lau.
Yeah.
I was wondering if there was anything with the date either, but no, it's all...
No, it's just... It's just that. And it was sent yesterday, I think? Because, yeah, this was sent just now, so yeah. Yes, right. Category homicide, breaking and entering, abuse of public office. Outline: on the 11th of July 2087, Dr. Adam Baxter was found dead by co-workers at the Vickerman Tatsumoto Telepresence Laboratory in the Northeast Network. Cell has been contacted and case officer Lau activated for investigation. Victims to date: Baxter, Dr. Adam. Former organic computing researcher for City of Newton, recently paroled from rehabilitation sentence. Suspects: Regis Dr. C, cell agent. Spouse of Vikshka Regis, victim of murder by Dr. Baxter, was detected entering laboratories on the 10th of July 2087 and leaving 128 minutes later. Suspect Charles Regis has been unreachable and has historically demonstrated a high anti-civil behavioral index. With such a strong motive, his apprehension for questioning is a priority. Max Lau assigned to investigate crime scene, Vickerman Pharmaceuticals. Alright, so that's basically what we're doing, I think. Doesn't seem like there's much else to do. We could check the news, I guess. Cell firefighters have this afternoon been called to the Hartgill Preparatory School, where the out-of-control growth of a wetware culture has resulted in what is euphemistically termed grey goo. Principal Andrew Matembe issued a statement on behalf of the school expressing relief that Cell has been able to control the outbreak before more damage could be done, and reiterated their policy against bringing wetware into the school. Wetware, so called due to its gelatinous appearance, is a genericized term for a number of nanomechanical products derived from organic structures. Safeguards are in place in commercial wetware to ensure the replication of the material can only occur within secure factory conditions. Hobbyist engineers have on many occasions taken it as a challenge to breach new wetware products and reactivate the material's ability to create more of itself. Such uncontrolled growth becomes dangerous when the wetware no longer responds to chemical signals to cease its reproduction. God. It is believed that a tampering with a recreational product was the catalyst for today's incident. God, this is so long. While the school has been closed for repairs and decontamination, Cell has reported that 4 students have received only minor injuries and are being treated for burns and contamination. City Coordinator AI Central has stated that the mass has been deactivated and poses no further threat to lives or property within Newton. God. Okay, well, wetware is a thing. We know about that.
Yeah.
We know about that.
And now we know about the goo.
Yeah, I do think it's like you were saying, the commentary on working from home. Like at the time this game was released, obviously that would have meant nothing. Well, not nothing, but
it's kind of like, because there definitely been conversations about stuff like that before, like especially with regards to disabled people being asking for options to work from home, but then being denied because people saying like, oh yeah, but we need to encourage like more office culture, and also like we don't think that but basically the concern of people like bumming around at home and not getting stuff done. And then we found during the pandemic that that's not necessarily true. Like, lots of different people have found different, have been able to work from home. And some people, do find the office stuff works, but also a big motivator for offices being a thing really is the fact that they have to pay so much rent for them as well.
That's absolutely, and the same goes for schools and universities as well. And I think it's because there absolutely are people, a significant number of people who prefer to work in an office or in any kind of communal environment, and I understand that. It's like it's a personality difference. For me, it's always been the exact opposite, and like the fact that I can now work from home has hugely improved my quality of life, but also just quality of work. Like I'm just better at it. The fact that I have that freedom, the fact that I don't need to worry about there being people around me and external like people walking around me, and so I don't know if that's a neurodivergence thing or whatever, but I'm very glad that I'm able to do it. So I ideally people who were able to would have the option, but you know what, like you say, they need rent.
Need rent, and also they want to be able to like look over your shoulder at everything and kind of there's just that kind of distrust of workers and thinking that they will just like come up as soon as possible, which kind of says more about the conditions of the job rather than
absolutely, like that's the thing. It's pardon me, burp interrupted me mid-sentence. So that's absolutely
that's
it.
a lot of green.
Excuse
me.
For God's sake.
Great, they finally sent someone. You here to get the body out?
Maybe. I'm Max Lau, cell case specialist.
No kidding. I'm the lab director, Dr. Zvidzai Chigwa. Make it quick, I'm busy.
What was I saying?
About it being more about looking over people's shoulders and things, and also having control
absolutely.
and stuff, and just kind of not trusting people to do their jobs. And it being more of a symptom of like the conditions of work being shitty rather than people not actually wanting to do the work.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that for me, I can only speak for myself, but I find that the being able to be trusted to just get the stuff done is makes it a lot easier for me to actually do it on time and do it right than having like strict deadlines or like really tight goals and stuff. Like my current job does still have like goals so you need to reach and stuff, but they are basically self-mandated, like between you and your manager. So you're basically just like setting your own milestones and stuff. But I mean, I've had jobs where it's been extremely tight, like on the goals, and and every time you reach it, they just extend it because that's what they do.
Absolutely. That happens in most jobs where they kind of try and be like, you need to be as like productive as possible, and then you kind of meet those goals, and then they're like, oh cool, you managed to meet those goals, right, let's extend those goals because we need to be as productive as possible.
It's like, oh, you could do it in that time. Well, okay, well then we'll cut the time down by 70%, or we're gonna give you, less resources now because you did it with this, so clearly you can do it with less.
Like when I was working in retail, a big example of that, both trying to get you being better than before, was also every manager. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Good. Yeah. Every manager wants to make their impact and be like, yes, I've increased productivity, etc. But also the problem was that they really like switching around managers and stuff. So you'd constantly be getting people being like, right, we want to increase productivity all the time. And also, you'd have like budget cuts and stuff as well, or like, things being put in like kind of temporarily, like as one way. And then once they find out that you're able to work okay with that limitation, and they're like, okay, we don't actually need to improve it or like make it non-temporary or anything at the moment. Let's just carry on like this. And also, you need to do everything better still.
Yeah, 100%. This is what there's a saying that it's like the only reward for good work is more work. And that's not to say that you shouldn't do your job, you shouldn't do it well, but it's rare that you're gonna really get rewarded for going above and beyond. It's I don't like company culture.
Yep, it fucking sucks.
It really does. And if anyone who works with me is listening to this, I'm complaining about general company culture, and to be honest, mostly about previous jobs I've had, not my current one. My current one is actually pretty dang chill and good. So, but yes, let's talk to.
What's your role here?
I'm the supervisor for the telepresence factoring labs. Most of it's automatic. I just make sure it's all running like it should.
Sounds like a big responsibility.
It's a lousy job most of the time. TP is where management sticks people they don't want in public-facing roles.
You're not happy with it?
For the last few years, my career has been one disaster after another. I'm just glad it's plateaued into some kind of stability.
Can you tell me what happened?
Baxter got killed.
In any more detail?
When we started this afternoon, a whole lot of samples had been tampered with. We tried to call Baxter to find out what the hell was going on in the specimen bank.
And he didn't answer?
He didn't. Turned out the door to the specimen bank was locked too.
You haven't seen the body?
No, not in person, if that's what you mean. We got the camera feed online, but it was obvious that Baxter wasn't going to be coming out.
When did you last see him?
Guess it could have been Wednesday?
So he could have been killed any time in the past 3 days?
I guess, but it wouldn't fit with everything else.
What's the purpose of this lab? Plant studies?
Yes and no. It's a TP lab, telepresence. There's a lot of research that's not exactly legal in some countries.
But in Newton, pretty much anything goes.
Exactly. If someone in the EU needs research done on something hazardous, infectious, or endangered, they send the orders here and we carry out the testing.
What sort of research?
Mostly we make new angiosperms from scratch. That's flowering plants to you.
Gee, thanks. Why would people want new flowers?
Sometimes it's a drug delivery method. The earliest commercial examples were fruit that grew packed with insulin. A lot of new wetware begins its life as engineered fruit too.
Must be awkward if they cross-pollinate in the wild.
And a legal headache. Part of our job is making sure the copy protection works.
Copy protection in plants? Ouch.
I feel like maybe this game music is a little loud, so I'll try
It is a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that all?
For now.
Then if you'll excuse me.
I feel like it's just in this section. It hasn't been this bad before.
Yeah. The rest of it was okay.
Yeah, so we might want to change that later, but...
Excuse me, Dr. Chigwa?
Make it quick, I'm busy.
Aside from yourself, who else works in this laboratory?
There's my intern, Martin Neester, operates the factoring line. If you meet him, it's easy to see why they put him in here. And until recently, there was Dr. Baxter.
Tell me about Mr. Neester.
He came over from Eurofed on a study program. He's young. I guess we were all like that in our youth.
Good colleague?
He's all right. He got on board with that annoying Maladist trend. He knows how to follow instructions, so I let him get on with it.
His visa still active?
Dr. Lau, we do not employ undocumented illegals in this lab.
Just have to check. I'm sure you understand. Tell me about Dr. Baxter.
Oh, he was bad enough to work with in the 60s. As part of his parole, they stuck a governor in his head. Since then, it's like talking to a badly written synthetic.
You don't care for him a great deal.
That man killed Vicky. Frankly, he deserved what he got.
But you still work with him.
He worked for me. It was another part of his parole. Vickerman's management persuaded centralized government that his skills were going to waste in prison. The company wanted him supervised by someone who knew him. Hence, they dragged my sorry ass in.
What did you have him doing?
He organized the specimen bank. It's the kind of thing we could just leave him at for hours on end. Days, sometimes. Really, it could have just been done by the facility's AI, but I had to give him something.
Otherwise, you'd have to talk to him?
Exactly.
You've got a keen mind. What's your take on this?
Hey, I'm not the detective, young lady. You know what I think? I think Regis did what they ought to have done 20 years ago.
Why do you say that?
Seems logical. We've got him coming into the labs on security, then we got him coming out an hour later. When we get here, we've got Baxter's corpse contaminating the specimen bank.
Anything else?
Well, something strange. Since we got in, we keep finding samples that have been tampered with. Looks like he spent his hour here messing up the genomes of our specimens.
That quickly?
If anyone was good enough to do it that fast, it'd be Charlie.
You knew Regis as well.
Yeah, I was on a research team with him and his wife back in the 60s. Baxter, too.
You've apparently known him a long time. Does this seem like something Regis would do?
Oh, after what he did to Vicky, I'd have strangled Baxter too. I tell you, if he did do it, I wouldn't blame him one bit.
Do you think he did it, though?
I don't know. He was always kinda shady.
Tell me about it.
They made him do some real awful stuff out in the hot zones.
Such as...
Let's just say his escape led to a whole lot of people being jailed for war crimes.
You seem preoccupied.
That obvious, huh? We found a couple of specimens that Regis tampered with in his hour here. So I gotta run through the catalog and dig out the backups.
Sounds straightforward.
Not when there's 11,000 samples to take. Oh, I could punch Regis for this. Though, I want to shake his hand for Baxter so it kinda evens out.
What's been done to the samples?
He's used a customized viral vector to add huge amounts of junk DNA to their genomes. These are the last two I found, Medioflorens interensis and Linacia lawsonis.
May I have a look?
Do you think it'll help?
Just a hunch. Huh. Non-binary. Quaternary data string?
What do you mean?
My wetware systems are interpreting the genomes of these plants as sections of an audio file. He's used the DNA to store information.
You think so?
It's incomplete. The two samples only make up a third of the data. But M and L, my initials? This can't be a coincidence. He's left a message.
What does it say?
Not sure yet. I could probably construct the whole message if I can find where he's hidden the rest of it.
Safe to say it's in the other plants he's engineered. Here, take this. You can sample DNA from the plants around the lab. If you run out of sampling cartridges, you can reload it at this console.
Thanks. How long would it take to sample everything in the lab?
Only a couple of years. We have over 11,000 subjects. You're better off looking for specimens that would fill the gaps in the clue he left.
Honestly, she's valid. I do like this as a concept. I mean, this is basically Clockwork Orange. You know, the idea of having a violent criminal who is reformed, but in some way that's not fully voluntary. And it's like, well, okay, so they are released back into society with more or less a guarantee that they can never be violent again because they're basically forced to not be. Like, is that good enough? Like, is that fair? You know, is how important is punishment? You know, if we value only restorative justice, then surely that should be enough. But in a way that maybe seems like it's not fair. I don't know. I like as I feel now, especially that's a really interesting kind of discussion to have.
It's probably also if you only value really their whether or not they're a productive citizen, or like you know, like that they don't cause problems with other people. But yeah, then that kind of ignores them also being a person.
And that's what she says that as well, as like they specifically said that they were, you know, oh, he's being wasted in prison. So it wasn't because of his personhood, whether they were
Yeah.
fine with getting rid of that or, you know, numbing it. But his productiveness was important. So
So, how do I build more of the message?
You've got to use the sampling tool to get DNA from the plants around the lab. The sampler can take 3 readings before it needs to be reloaded. In some areas of the lab, the atmospheric controls will prevent the reading being taken.
Apparently, he wants me to find certain samples. I've got to think about where I'm going to find them.
Darn right. We've got a whole lot of A right now.
So, you worked with Regis and his wife, as well as Baxter. Did you also work for Dr. Vargas?
That pompous ass? Yeah, I worked for him.
You don't care for him.
He was a competent researcher, but he lives for politics. Everything was always about making the world a better place.
And you don't think it should be better?
That's a nice idea, just not realistic. And what we ended up making, it was... Actually, never mind.
What happens in the specimen bank?
It's where the samples of plants and growth matrices are stored. There's a huge library of subjects to work with, natural and man-made.
And that's where Baxter worked?
Yeah, it's not exactly taxing. I wanted to see what he could do since they put a governor in him.
You left him to work alone in there?
I'll be honest, he was not a pleasant man to talk to.
I wonder why Regis hid a message inside the DNA of these plants.
DNA's been used as a data storage medium before. Rather than on-off binary, DNA would be quaternary bits. Adenine, guanine, thymine, and cytosine. If he just left a message on one of the systems, though, or even on paper...
Then someone could have destroyed or erased it. Short of burning down the entire lab, they'd have no way to be sure they destroyed a message hidden like this.
Especially since he's scrambled so many of the other samples as camouflage.
He needs to make sure it's found. And based on the layout, he wants me to find it. Have you found anything else with added genetic data?
As a matter of fact, I have. There was a batch of Orchidaceae isotria in the growth lab, and...
And?
I can't remember exactly which specimen the other was.
Ralph
I
is
do
here.
remember that it had
Yay,
red
Ralph.
flowers, variegated,
Red
that is,
flowers variegated.
multicolored leaves, and very, very small fruit.
Red flowers, small fruit, and multicolored.
Flute.
Boo. I can't talk today. Red flowers, multicolored leaves, and small fruit. Hello, Ralph.
Yep.
Can I help
And
you?
we're clearly looking for stuff which spells out the rest of the name.
It seems likely. Yes.
Why didn't the facility's CI detect Baxter's vitals suddenly failing? It's a potentially hazardous environment in here.
We were wondering that as well. This afternoon we noticed the monitoring system in the sample lab was in recursion. All hell broke loose when the CI suddenly realized what had happened.
So either you've got a technical fault with the software or wetware interfacing,
Which is unlikely given how much they cost.
or someone breached the security systems to cover Baxter's murder. That gives me more hope. Regis would have no idea how to do that. What sort of research were you conducting in the 60s?
You mean with Charlie and his wife? You might not believe it, but we were the people behind Central.
Central? The city governing AI Central?
The same. Newton was looking for a coordinator AI. Vargas put together a team including the new Mr. and Mrs. Regis.
Nuke me. Regis never mentioned anything about this.
It wasn't a happy memory for him. He left after the unpleasantness. We finished the project a few months later.
Huh. Might explain why he hates Central's guts.
Is that all?
Interesting.
For now.
Then if you'll excuse me, I'll get back to work.
We were kind of talking about this last stream about people who work in information security, be people who are like especially paranoid.
Yeah,
About
and
stuff like
opposed to like having smart stuff in their homes and things.
Yeah, and I feel like again that's kind of mirrored here with Regis. Seems to have been pretty closely connected to creating Central, and is very very suspicious of the whole thing.
Yep, makes sense.
Right, so it's not going to be this one. And actually, the reason why I'm trying to remember in my head the description is because the plant that you need is randomized every time.
Red plants, yeah. That's not it.
It's not going to be it, no? Is that the same one? Yeah, the same one.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that engineering was done with so much tape and wrenches.
What about the
I
plant
can't
coming
figure
from the
out what any
ceiling?
of these tools are for.
Ah, that's
Be
blue.
blue,
Okay.
yeah. These ones, these are yellow, but we can take a look.
Yeah.
Let's talk to this guy.
Hi there.
Camouflage paint likes to take a walk in the park.
My name's Dr. Max Lau. I'm a cell case specialist.
When do you offer a mechanical holiday?
You're not making any sense.
Georgie promised a blow by blow.
Are you alright?
Utter nonsense loves to laugh.
Can I get your name?
Camouflage paint likes to take a walk in the park.
Okay. What happened here?
Okay.
Insignificance could please even the most demanding follower of Freud.
I see. I give up.
With caviar.
I never thought engineering would be so industrial. It's like a factory line.
His dialogue was all written by ChatGPT. So.
Oh god, what a mess. I haven't examined the body properly.
Oh, I thought we could, I thought we could go and look for the flower.
Okay, buddy.
Central.
Well, bye.
What is the situation, Dr. Lau?
Dr. Baxter is
I love that
certainly
color.
dead. He's been decapitated, and not cleanly either.
His head has been removed.
More like destroyed. At a glance, this would be the most likely cause of death.
Presumably to remove something that was in his brain?
Well, I'm wondering if it's to hide identity.
To hide what, sorry?
Hide the identity of the body.
Could also be. What no lunch break does to a motherfucker. Yeah, no, I've certainly had days of work where it felt like this.
Nothing unusual found on the body, Central. Estimation on time of death?
The climate control in the specimen lab is compromising your sensors. Ambient temperature is just above freezing. What is your estimation of the incident, Dr. Lau?
There's too much we can't say for sure. We don't know precisely when Baxter was murdered. We can't even be sure that this was the cause of death.
That is a fair assessment. A clearer picture will no doubt follow the autopsy.
Don't send in anyone yet. I still need to carry out a preliminary.
I understand. Continue your investigation of events surrounding the incident.
Understood. Lau out. I hope I can find something to get Regis off the hook.
Okay, can select seeds.
It's a drone that runs back and forth on rails. Must be what they use to store and retrieve samples in here.
Okay. Let's go look at flowers.
Wow. The flowers.
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 Guys working hard.
Security clearance not valid for access to Vickerman Pharmaceuticals thanks you for your cooperation.
I mean, this was released the same year as Undertale, so...
Oh, is there anything in the
I can't.
glowy bit? So below where the red plants were?
Ooh, maybe. No.
Yeah.
No. That's probably it, because
That
it's
does look like it,
multicolored.
yeah. What's
Yeah.
called leave small fruit.
I'm gonna poke it.
I've taken a DNA sample from it. Excuse me, Dr. Chigwa?
Make it quick, I'm busy.
I tried talking to your intern. It wasn't helpful.
Oh, never mind that. He's got aphasia.
Isn't that treatable?
Oh, yes. He just gave it to himself. It's what the kids are into these days.
Crippling neurological disorders?
Yes and no. Maladism, they call it. They give themselves old diseases. It only lasts about a week each time.
And you let him do that?
He's not public-facing, and as long as it doesn't get in the way of his work. I figure we all did things the old folks thought were stupid back when we were kids.
I need to ask Neester about the tampered specimens. How do I cure his aphasia?
Well, you wouldn't really cure it. He doesn't actually have the disease. It's essentially wetware designed to occupy the Wernicke and Broca regions of the brain. This then produces the symptoms of the disease. That's what they're going for.
I can't wait a week for the wetware to break down.
Find a way to break it down early then. If we've got an emergency contamination, we use hydroxypyruvate isomerase. It's an enzyme that instructs the fabricators in wetware to disassemble themselves.
I can't get into the airlock.
The airlock and the growth lab are secure areas. We grow potentially hazardous organisms beyond those doors.
I'm trying to conduct an investigation here. Don't make me get a warrant from Central.
I'm sorry, Central would likely agree with us. We can't just give anyone access to the growth lab.
Not even a cell agent?
I'd need a pretty damn good reason. Is that all?
For now.
Then if you'll excuse me.
Let's run for the gene sequencer.
Yeah.
Let's sequence these genes. Okay.
I'm going to need to find...
It's something we've got to use it on. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
There's some more.
Okay. So yeah, we still need some more.
I'm going to need to find where he's hidden the...
Yes. Yes, we do. Did she have... She only had the one, didn't she?
She mentioned about that one. She also... Because she couldn't remember the name of that one.
So,
and then there was another one which
more
she
of
did
the message.
remember.
You've got to
Okay.
use the sampling tool to get DNA from the plants around. The sampler can take 3 reads. In some areas of the lab, the atmospheric controls will prevent the reading being taken.
Apparently he wants me to find... I've got to think about where I'm...
Darn right. We've got a whole lot.
Okay. Okay.
Have you found any...
As a matter, there was a batch of Orchidaceae
Orchidaceae
isotria in the growth lab, and...
Isotria.
And...
I do remember very...
Okay.
Yeah, the growth lab is the one.
For now.
Then if you...
Quarantined, right?
Yeah, that's where the seeds are.
Is that the stuff in the far left?
No, that's... No, I can't interact with that.
Okay.
Hang on, let's have a look
stuff
at
on the
this.
floor?
I'm gonna see if this one had the one that they mentioned. I'll check the floor in a bit.
A lot of, they said. And if you have an X in them...
That one does have an X
that'll
in
do.
it.
Yep.
It's a drone that must... The biohazard trefoil on these isn't encouraging. What is this stuff? Better trans up some data on it.
One of the only known examples of extraterrestrial life. Tizardi was the first discovered on Tizard's comet in 2055 by the Art-Free Survey probe mission. Similar in many respects to terrestrial fungi, this is believed by some to be an example of convergent evolution and panspermia by others. In any case, its extremely rapid growth in Earth's atmosphere poses several ecological risks. While it is highly sought after for study, samples are closely controlled, posing an obstacle to research. To prevent accidental germination, this organism is stored as a growth matrix, growing only in carefully controlled laboratory environments. This helps to reduce the risks of what some have termed the most mundane alien invasion imaginable.
It won't take a DNA sample from the growth matrix. Maybe it needs a bigger specimen?
Do we need to grow it first?
Yeah, do we need to cause an ecological disaster.
Yeah.
Seems unwise, but you know, we're cops.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Better follow the advice of a potential murderer.
Right, what the hell are we doing? What did she say?
We needed something to like trigger
Yeah, him to.
thing.
Excuse
for
me, Dr.
his
Jim.
brain.
I need to ask Neester, how do I cure his aphasia?
Well, it's essentially this then.
I can't wait a week.
Find a way to if we've got an emergency contamination, we use hydroxypyruvate isomeric. It's an enzyme that instructs the fabricators in wetware to disassemble themselves.
Something that starts with hydroxy.
Yep. Well,
Is that
if
all?
we
For now.
can
Then if
get
I'm gonna see if they had that in the lab.
yeah.
Oh, they are actually in alphabetical order. Okay. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So there must be somewhere to get it. Is there anything that I've missed?
What are the containers?
All right.
Sorry?
Okay. I was about to ask what. Well, I did ask even what the containers were, but I guess I got my answer. Whipped caviar.
Pipes. What can I do with the pipes?
I am a possibility to move it from the TV.
All right. I won't touch them.
Don't think there's anything else. We've checked the toolbox. Can't do anything with the fire extinguisher. I've checked all the plants. Okay, let's go outside again, because I might have missed something.
Yeah. The other from the outside doesn't do it. That's well, isn't it? Yeah, because that's part of the airlock. Okay. You go upstairs?
I have no. This is.
No, can't get up on the roof.
Excuse me.
Actually, I realized we haven't really
that
been
all for now?
showing her stuff. That might help.
Wetware's not going to connect.
Okay.
The growth matrix won't start.
Let's start. I'm gonna very quickly look this
Going
up.
to need to find.
Okay.
I do have my walkthrough here.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, yeah, we forgot something at the office.
Oh god. One of those.
Yeah, it's one of these. Okay.
I'll be back in a minute. I just need to hit the loo.
No worries.
There's
I
nothing
will
in
do
here.
this in the meantime. Yeah, we just needed to get a photograph. I forgot because I didn't think to violate someone's privacy. Wasn't that silly of me?
A physical photograph. The team. February 2067.
Hope everyone is doing okay today. Everyone who is in the chat and everyone who is lurking, I really appreciate you being here. I'm very low energy today, and I apologize for that. And partly because my back is really hurting today, and it's just been it's been a tiring week, mostly in good ways, but it's made me quite sleepy. So I'm a little bit low tempo today. But I really appreciate everyone being here today, and I hope you're all doing well. I'm kind of curious because I haven't asked this for a couple of streams, but I'm kind of curious what people have been playing lately. Because personally, I've mostly been playing Balatro and with a little bit of Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. But I'm feeling like I want to get into and play something new. So I'd be curious to know what everyone else is playing. When Lily comes back, we can talk a little bit about one game that I've been thinking about streaming at some point.
Regis is probably the only person I know who'd want his picture on paper. I guess defacing a digital one just isn't the same. Hey, there's Dr. Chigwa as well.
I'm gonna bring down because I feel like it's really loud in this particular bit. A drone lays a finely controlled mist over the delicate specimens. Oh, you're playing Princess Peach Showtime. How's that? I'm just very curious about that. I have started playing a bit of Mario Wonder. I bought that ages ago, and I barely touched it.
Alright, I'm back.
Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
Yeah, what we needed to get was this photograph.
The team, February 2067.
Nina, Adam, Eduardo, Gwen, Vicky, Charlie.
So I'm guessing we show that to the person and then maybe we get something else.
Yes.
On paper. I guess defacing a digital one just isn't the same. Hey, there's Dr. Chigwa as well.
Yeah, and she even tells us.
What do you think of this?
Oh my. Is that? Goodness. Seems like such a long time ago. Project was
Oh,
just
Anne's having
starting,
problems.
we
I'm
were
so
all
sorry.
Buoyant, so keen.
I've never seen Regis looking this happy before.
He was a different man before he lost Vicky. He's always been a good one, though. I still can't quite believe he'd have done this.
And if you don't help me, Central's going to hunt him down. Please, Dr. Chigwa, I need to get into the growth lab as part of my investigation.
All right, then. I don't know if you'll find anything significant in there. If it helps clear Charlie, though, there. I've added you to the access list.
Yeah, we just had to guilt her a little bit.
Yeah, guilt.
What's a little emotional manipulation, eh? When you're law enforcement. Between friends. Between me and someone I just met. It's great. I already finished it a while ago. Oh, fair enough. No, that one is one that I'm keen to try.
Better to have it and not need it, I guess. This could be useful.
that about,
Looks like a lot of cartridges for the
Showdown?
injector.
Yes.
Showtime you.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's the one.
I like the look of that.
There's the one we
Oh,
wanted.
yep, so you want that. What was the other one? Because...
Looks like a lot of...
no, I don't think we need anything else from there.
No, I think it was just this one.
Okay.
Did we need... No, epinephrine was for Guy, who was the virus. That was why I had that in my head.
They're pretty serious about preventing contamination.
Good down.
Oh, there's space to put the third matrix in.
Perfect.
There, I've planted the growth matrix. Let's hope I got Mom's green fingers.
Status warning: exponential growth, danger of contamination. I'm sure it's fine.
It's all good.
I'm sure we have nothing to worry about.
I can plant that.
What else we got?
These don't look like any of the others in here.
Okay.
I only just planted it.
Well, we don't have all day.
I guess in the meantime, we need to go and talk with the.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. And, once again, stabbing is going to save the day because we're going to stab him with another needle.
Insignificance could please even the most demanding follower of Freud.
Really? How interesting.
Beached questions, you injector.
Say that again?
Overpass, did you stick me with an injector? Now I'll have to get my aphasia rate jabbed. Not cool, man.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
I'm going to enjoy talking to this guy. All right, have a lovely shower. Thank you for lurking.
I'm CS Dr. Lau. I've been tasked with this investigation.
Martin Easter. I've been tasked with the factoring lab.
You work with Dr. Chikwa?
I work for Chikwa. I'm just the intern. Means I get stuck with all the lousy jobs she won't do.
I understand. I was an intern once.
So, what's CS? You a detective?
Case specialist. So, yes, I guess you could say that.
Cool.
I'd like to hear from you what happened.
So, we came in this afternoon for the late shift, right? I checked on the factoring line, and it turns out the specimens are nuked up.
In what sense?
They don't match the catalog anymore. Not that they're supposed to be. I figured Baxter nuked it up again, so I checked the feed.
That's when you found the body?
Yeah, but Chigwa won't let me get a look. Told me to get back to work while she called Sal. Hey, can I get a look at the body with you?
I'm afraid not. Official procedure and stuff.
Bummer.
Why'd you go and give yourself aphasia?
Not just that. There are loads of syndromes. It's maladism, man.
Aren't diseases like that dangerous, though?
It's not permanent, man. We ain't stupid. What where nodes in the body create the symptoms of things we want, which you went and broke. Gee, thanks.
Sorry about that. In any case, they're temporary then.
Exactly.
I still don't get it. What's the hook for maladism?
Man, you old folk never get things like MD.
Old?
Most of these syndromes are diseases that are completely curable. They just don't happen anymore. Society says no to them.
So it's countercultural? An act of rebellion?
Exactly. Diseases like that make the establishment uncomfortable. They don't want it to be a part of their society. But we show them they can't ever get rid of it completely.
You're rubbing their faces in it then.
And in another way, it's kinda retro. Illnesses like that are what shape society. The Black Death made Europe what it is.
Gotta appreciate the classics.
For a lot of us, it's also about who's hardest. Posers go for little things like botulism or influenza. But you know someone's got real nodes on them if they can stand a month with HIV.
Ooh. Hey.
What do you think of Dr. Chikwa?
She's a hard ass, but she knows what she's doing. Kinda thinks she feels wasted working here.
I do like that as a concept. I think it's like an intriguing concept of like the idea of certain conditions being just undesirable and taking them in a way to like in a similar way to I guess in a similar way to how I want to phrase this correctly, but in a way that like a lot of neurodivergence is considered undesirable. So there's like a lot of organizations like Autism Speaks and whatever are like really focusing on quote unquote curing the symptoms.
And so therefore like there could be a sort of like seen as a sort of pride in like not fitting in with regards to that, or like not not being cured of it,
exactly.
To be clear to everybody as well, I don't think things like autism can be cured, and nor do I think really you should want to.
Yeah, exactly, because like really when you're talking about curing it is making someone more compliant to society as we have it, rather than trying to make society more accommodating to people with different needs. So I like the idea of almost saying that, like, we are willingly taking these symptoms that make us more, not want to say the word difficult, but almost like we don't fit in with the view of what people should be.
Yeah, less compliant. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I actually kind of like that. It also does remind me a little bit of, there's a film called Antiviral, which came out, I think, almost 10 years ago. Okay. Which had that one has that's more about celebrity worship, but it's the idea that you would have fashionable diseases that are made from celebrity DNA. So if like a celebrity gets a virus, that virus would then be overpopulated, and you could effectively have their disease. And there's this whole thing about like fashionable viruses and stuff like that.
Right. That kind of reminds me of I think back when I think it's one of the King Louis got a fistula, or like
yes, you mentioned that.
Fistula like operation, and like it was one of the like they were highly dangerous to do, but because he'd had it done and it happened successfully, it then became fashionable for all the nobles to either get one just for the hell of it, or to pretend like they had one.
It's such a strange, that is so fascinating, that story. I'd never heard of it before, but it is so weird.
Yeah, I heard about it on Sawbones.
It's very fascinating. Yeah, I hear that Sawbones is an interesting one. I should listen to that at some point.
Yeah, I like it.
So, what other diseases have you tried?
Loads of them. Parkinson's, syphilis, tuberculosis. Last month, it was Hansen's disease.
Wait, leprosy?
Yeah, if you're a Zift, Hansen's is the real name.
Sounds like quite a selection.
That's why I came to study in Newton. Eurofed's just starting to get into MD culture, even talking about banning it. Newton's where it's at for it. You guys are a lot cooler about what you let people do.
On an individual basis, certainly. That's pretty much the founding philosophy here.
It's a libertarian dream.
Yeah.
Dr. Chigwa tells me that some of the specimens have been tampered.
Oh yeah, I found one of those. Man, couldn't they have just killed the guy without messing up my work?
I need to find it. Which specimen was it?
Oh, a Corace Brasileira. When I found it, I just thought Baxter was nuking it up again.
What did you do with it?
I just sent it back to the specimen lab. Should be there in the sample store.
Okay.
How do young people go about getting sick these days?
It's a lot harder, but that shows it's a choice. We use wetware to create symptoms, like the aphasia. The wetware I had for that was programmed to lodge in the Broca and Wernicke regions of the brain.
So it's not really Broca's aphasia.
Same symptoms though.
You'd buy wetware nodes from shops?
Nah, find hobby GG programmers through the trans. They're always looking to sell. It's like a contest. They're always releasing those syndromes, competing with each other. You looking to get into it?
Not really my scene, thanks. What can you tell me about Dr. Baxter?
Not much. He only started here a couple of weeks ago. Chigwa dropped him in the specimen lab and kinda left him here.
She neglected him?
Nah, he just barely left. Could have been a workaholic, but I think he just couldn't focus on anything else.
Did he ever talk about his past with you?
Man, he didn't even talk to me, period. About anything.
What's your personal opinion of Dr. Baxter?
He didn't talk much. One nuked up guy. Chigwa told me he'd been released from jail. Looked like he had a governor in his head.
That's correct. It affected his behavior?
Dude, that's an understatement. That Malkin was like a zombie. One time, I dropped the whole sample tray in his lab. Anyone else would have yelled at me. He started to get mad, then looked just about ready to puke.
The governor inhibited violent thought. He'd been serving a murder sentence.
Oh, no way. Who'd he whack?
That's confidential.
Man, that's unfair. You're a tease.
Remind me, what was that specimen you found?
Jeez, what are you, senile? It was a Corace Brasileira.
It's AB. I'm trying to remember.
I think there might be a problem in the growth lab. I kinda, sorta planted that xenofungus from the growth matrix.
Oh, awesome. That stuff is hella toxic. Nukes nerve tissue up like nothing else.
You sound strangely upbeat about environmental catastrophes.
Nah, man, it's cool. This shit happens all the time. Management gives us time off whenever they run decon.
All right, I'll let you get back to your job.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like anything we need to worry about, apparently.
Yeah, it's all good.
Let's see if it's grown.
Yes, doing cockpit.
I kind of accidentally may have caused the end of the world. Not very accessible, the ladder.
No.
Eesh, no wonder this stuff's labeled evil.
That is a lot.
Give it a few weeks, it could probably eat the whole planet.
It is moving as well.
Mm-hmm.
But for now...
Something.
I've taken a DNA sample from it. I hope it doesn't grow in my pocket.
And then the last was AB, so we'll check that one in the seed dispenser, because I think that's where we're going to find it.
I do like the music here.
Yeah, it's good. Right, seeds. Seed. So we're looking for AB seed.
AB seed. Easy as 1, 2, 3.
That one, I think.
I've taken a DNA sample from it.
Cool beans. Right, let's pop these in.
Yes! It worked.
According to this, he's been dead for 8 months.
One more.
Good luck.
It's pretty close, but there's
I'm
one
going to need to
more.
find where he's hidden the rest of...
So we need another one starting with O.
Yes. Let's see
We
if
did
there's
also
more.
note that there was one plant which wasn't like the rest at the end.
Yeah.
Might be worth reading the description on that one.
Mm-hmm. We've got these, like spores all around it as well.
Woo! Just walk on it, you know, getting contaminate everything.
That's an O.
Yep.
Sample.
I've taken a DNA sample from...
Also, that's like right over a vent, so all those spores are going right in there.
Yeah. Woo! Probably fine. We probably don't need to like report that to like anybody who might actually care.
Yeah, no, it's fine. We could, I mean, we could go and tell her. Probably should. Let's.
Yeah, maybe just see what she says.
Copyright breach in progress.
Excuse me?
You are not authorized to remove Orchidaceae isotria samples from the growth lab. They are copyrighted property of Typho Labs GmbH. Beginning purge.
Hey, my sample!
Right, so we need to figure out a way
What'd
to
you
get
do?
it.
To prevent theft of intellectual property, gene sequences in your possession have been neutralized. Have a nice day.
Gee, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole copyright thing of like plants and stuff is like horrifying and already happens as well.
Oh god, yeah. It's oh, Jesus, it's such a dystopia.
I'm wondering if maybe you can like do a thing via the vents But yeah, I think maybe talk to Dr. Chikwa first.
Yeah. Well, there's a whole thing with the pipes that we weren't allowed to touch.
Ah, true.
Excuse me, Dr. Chigwa?
Make it quick.
Have you found any...
There was, I can't remember exactly which specimen the other one. I do variegate and very...
That was the
Is
other
that
one,
all?
yeah.
For now.
Then if you...
Okay, let's talk to Easter.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
I need to remove the Orchidaceae isotria sample from the growth room. Thing is, the airlock told me it was copyrighted, then blasted me with gas.
Yeah, that one belongs to TIFO. They're way touchy about it. Only lab staff are able to remove it for factory.
Could you get the sample for me?
Hey, no way, man. I'm already on 2 strikes for taking stuff out of the lab.
So you could, but you won't.
Sorry, man. Jake already thinks I'm stealing stuff. There's a huge street market for things like spark fruit or cracked wetware.
Remind me, what was that?
Jeez, it was a
I already...
Oh, what?
I need to... Thing is, the...
Yeah, only lab staff are...
You...
Hey, I'm already...
So you...
Sorry, man. Jake, there's a huge street...
Yeah, I think we need to have a little look
Uh-huh.
in the place and see what else we can do.
Yes.
Oh, you can also see there's pipes here too.
There are indeed.
Oops.
Yeah, I think just fuck up all the pipe.
Yeah, this is probably fine. It's just research from all over the world. Imagine Nintendo got a hold of this technology. Oh fuck, we're done for.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Hey, the pipes in the growth lab are leaking.
Ah, you get... Again? Better go fix it before Chikwa starts yelling.
Okay, so now you can touch the pipes up here.
I guess these pipes aren't broken.
Okay, I can't do anything with them.
I assume maybe you've got to put it in his like pocket or something. Like put the sample in his pocket.
Yes, you're right. Yeah. That would make sense.
Or even in the toolbox.
Yeah, we'll take the sample, put it in the toolbox.
I've taken a DNA.
And that was the right one, wasn't it? Yep. Because he is authorized, so he can take it out. Alrighty, don't leave yet. Oh god.
Now, sample his toolbox.
Better not lose it.
Alright, and then I guess we go through. Oh no, he's just...
Not very perceptive.
No.
And also, they didn't do anything about the horrible alien mushrooms.
Yeah, but that's a bigger job. That's like not an immediate threat.
I mean, it grew that big in like 10 minutes. Right, here we go.
Aha! Got some.
Lau, if you're listening to this, well, it means they've got me.
Oh no, Regis, no.
But Lau, ignore anything left in the recording up to this point.
Huh?
Sorry for being so unhelpful with the message, but I had to be sure you were the one who heard it first. Everyone will be saying that I came to the lab to, well, for Baxter, and they might be right. Except that he's been dead since before I got here.
Yes!
We need to touch bases on this case. Meet me where we were both first involved in a case. I'll try to explain when you get here. Good luck.
Oh, thank God. You've got some explaining to do, Regis.
Right, next chapter. We've done a lot of plant work.
Yeah.
What the hell did you think you were doing? We need her alive.
I saw an opportunity for striking back at Regis, a kind of poetic justice.
At Regis? You've never even met the man.
Yes, but
You haven't offloaded Baxter yet, have you? Look, there might just be a use for your newfound vendetta. The tap on his partner was successful. She found where Regis is hiding. He's an unfactored element. Now, he needs to be removed from the equation.
Don't worry. I'll kill him myself if it comes to it.
There's only so much of the city's resources that can be diverted to this. Find him, finish him, then return for offloading. Remember, I'm your controller, not Baxter.
Don't be so sure.
I like that guy's angry face.
So I got out. I managed to find somewhere to lie low. But I know what Central's capable of. You can only hide from it for so long. Lau had better find that message before an aerostat comes this way. What the hell? Someone managed to get this through the window. They must have one hell of a pitching arm. What the hell is this? The bottle is some kind of thermal container, about half full of thick liquid. The words, "Drink me," are stenciled on the side. On the hatch.
Time to drink it.
Always drink strange
Wonder
liquids.
what that did.
Can you hear me?
Hello? Who's there?
Barely, can you hear me?
Barely. I can't see you. Where are you?
In your head.
What the hell are you doing in my head?
That bottle you just drank, it was full of wetware. They were programmed to construct a transceiver in the small bones of your inner ear.
It's not permanent, is it?
No, it'll break itself down in a couple of weeks. You have bigger problems at the moment, though.
My location's been compromised?
I'm afraid so. There's a strike team surrounding the building as we speak.
Damn.
We need to get you out of there. The sewer access on the factory floor hasn't been secured. It's your best chance for an escape route.
If what you're saying's true, I'm about to be outnumbered and outgunned.
Don't worry, you're probably one of the few people I know who's smart enough to get out of something like this.
Do you know me?
You could say that. Come on, get moving.
Okay. This part of town is full of disused factories, abandoned after an environmental catastrophe a decade earlier. While Sol technically has a mandate to keep it safe, the expense of doing so means that it rarely gets patrolled. Got anything in the shelves? Got a terminal.
And to play computer games.
And to sit down and play some Slay the Spire. An evacuation is currently underway by order of the centralized government. Please proceed to designated shelter sites. If you have been affected, burns, NBC contamination, please contact your nearest cell representative. Oops, that's not good. Dear Mr. Hart, while it is clear there are doubts about the firm's policy of mechanization as a means of remaining competitive, it is unhelpful to suggest to employees that they are building their own replacements. Please refrain from such comments in future. Locker room. I guess you're right. Since there isn't anyone changing out of hazard gear anymore, nobody else will be using the locker room. It's going to be one hell of a working weekend. I'll put the stuff in locker 6, code 381. Okay. Seems like something we need to remember. Yep. Which ZIF decided it'd be a good idea to run water pipes over a 1,000,000 quanta industrial laser? I fixed the leak in the locker room's pipes, but don't charge the capacitor banks unless you feel like being cooked.
Let's get cooked.
Let's get fucking so cooked and
fucking
bombed.
Go.
Must have been a decorator.
Ooh, got a cartridge.
There's a canister of water-soluble fire suppressant loaded into the system. It's the fire safety system. Probably a battered door. It's got the former occupant's name stenciled on it.
Wait!
What is it?
Couple of actual Cobalt 3, dynamic entry complete. Second floor hallway secure. Going dark and starting patrol. Out.
Adaptive camouflage? How am I supposed to get past them when I can't even see them?
I'll see if I can breach their systems. For now,
That's why you're
going
going to
to
use
have
the
to
sprinkler
fake your
system.
way past.
Yes.
Whatever's in there, there's apparently 4 gross of them, whatever that means. The wood's old, but I still can't get it open by hand.
Target sighted.
Oh, yeah.
Oops.
Yep.
Well, thankfully, autosave is a thing.
I guess
yeah.
some things you just have to store.
I figured there would be stuff in here we missed.
Looks like this guy had a place to keep his vices at work.
Cigarette lighter. You can't think of anywhere that the painting would go well, even if you hadn't suffered from a decade of neglect.
Oh, probably what you want to do is set something on fire.
Yeah, so what do? We have the paint cartridge, we have the lighter. Do we have anything to set on fire?
We could just... I don't know if just holding the lighter underneath the fire sensor would do it.
Yeah.
It's like there's that sensor in the ceiling, I think.
There's a canister of water-soluble...
Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay, so you need to... Oh, you need to change it for paint.
You are so right. Theo, what are you doing?
Huh, it fits.
Sorry. Thea's having a moment. Right,
Oh,
let's... No. He's trying to get into the cupboard under the sink.
Oh.
Haha.
Yeah.
Cobalt 3, camouflage compromised.
I guess now you can, like, shoot him.
The camouflage ain't giving him an advantage anymore. He's too far away.
Okay, let's wait until he's standing literally right here. Ow!
One down.
However many left to go. Don't count on taking them all on, though.
Take its gun?
Low velocity, jacketed hollow point. They came prepared for a soft target.
Oh, well, we got
He's
a submachine
not dead,
gun.
but he's gonna wake up with one hell of a headache.
Nice.
Can we...
So now you can look at those boxes and stuff as well.
The wood's old.
Can we...
That's
Oh,
one
yeah,
way
we
of
can.
getting it open.
We can.
It's empty except for all the packing material.
Okay, we got packing
Fiber
material.
used for packing. There's nothing in any of the crates besides this stuff. Anything more valuable's probably been stolen over the years.
Okay,
I
as
think
a
they
whole.
call that a dynamic entry.
Yep, it is what he said as he burst through.
Apparently, it's not just cleaning supplies they kept in here. This is some pricey liquor.
Ooh, and that hasn't been stolen.
Nice. Was that the locker which you had the code for?
Yep, it was.
Cool.
It's the only one I can interact with as well, which is quite nice. Got drain.
There's nothing in here. They've probably become even rustier because of all the water. Ah!
Ah.
No.
Packing material?
I've stuffed the drain.
Oh, cool. Oh, so then we can see any footprints, I guess, later on.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, there's a crack in the floor now.
It's going to get a whole lot wetter downstairs.
Ah. Do we have anything that we can use?
I mean, I guess you could probably use the electric thing on the water.
Oh, yeah. Let's try that. Well, I probably don't want to stand in it then.
No. And it might be you don't want to do it until you go downstairs?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so it'll create a pool of water and then we might be able to blast it.
So anyways, I started blast.
It's Snatcher.
Yeah.
He's keeping watch over the factory floor.
What's that? Can I take it from here?
Damn, it's out of charge.
Oh, for God's sake. I can only shoot once. Okay. Well, I probably don't want to go down.
No, probably not.
Well, I did accidentally click on it, so we'll find out what happens. Yeah, that happens. I couldn't stop it. I accidentally clicked on go down. And then I couldn't stop it. So there we go.
No.
Alright, so we've got to do something about that person. What else could there be? Was it they're not doing they're not doing a good job of sweeping this place.
No.
I haven't got the gear to fix it, or it's going to get a whole lot.
Oh, can you just like drop the whiskey bottle on the guy's head?
Maybe, yeah. Give that a try. No, I clicked the locker. There we go. Let's drop this. That'd be a funny way of doing it. It's very Home Alone. Okay.
I don't think we can settle our differences over a drink.
How dare?
Oh, you could try. I don't know. Said that it was good liquor.
Maybe. I mean, the other option would be trying to get him to come upstairs and maybe like, if you can like polish the ground or something, then you could like get him to slip on it.
Yeah. Let's go back to the original room. Was there something we...
Oh.
Yep. Oh, he's dead.
He dead.
Oops.
Yep. And I guess...
Looks like I can control the factory's power from my traveler now.
So now you don't have to come back to this room to do that.
Good, you good.
And now I guess let's see what we've powered up, other than the laser.
Yes, I don't feel like that wasn't moving in the background before, so... But I might be wrong. He's still there. We could try shooting him.
It won't fire for me. It's a locked signature weapon.
Okay.
So we need to cut off the hand.
Oh no. That'd be so grim. Alright.
What's in the window thing? Like the glass to your... on the right?
No,
I can't. Okay, we can't.
One thing we could...
Huh. This takes me back.
Oh, here we go. Here we
and
go.
We've got the lighter, don't we?
What a waste of good whiskey.
Get fucked.
So I was right. We got to drop it on his head.
You were totally right. We just have to be
out an important detail.
We just have to be even more violent. I also love how it went out of his way to say like, oh, the first guy, we only incapacitated him. He's not dead, and now we've electrocuted someone and burned someone alive.
Yep.
Oops.
It's an industrial cutting laser. Looks like they had a little misfire.
His layer of combat gear makes it difficult to tell whether he survived the electrocution, but he certainly won't be getting it your way. Toasty. Might not be a good idea to touch him. There's a risk the current might come back on. Yeah, that's a fair point. Judging by the frequency and nature of the warnings around the room, this machinery must have been exceptionally hazardous to the human eye.
That's not going.
Okay, don't think we can do anything here. Oh no, we can. We can touch
You
the
have
laser.
to wonder why they just left everything like intact.
Yeah, and it's like if they mentioned that like the office we were in had been completely ransacked. Obviously, it was like graffiti and everything, but then we have like an industrial laser that is still in working order.
Yeah,
It seems like that would be. Okay, so I've set that to be very unsafe.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck. Yeah, I feel bad when you have to and other people in games not about killing people. Yeah, I go with people that I gotta get away from people who think I murdered someone. Better kill them. Yeah, there's a little bit of that. Oh god. Well, I guess that laser is going to be used for something, but not right now. Large doors.
Okay, so we presumably need to hide behind.
Yeah, I assume so. Okay. Try the next one. Nope.
There you go.
No! You walk too quickly, Regis.
Yeah, God.
There ain't much cover between me and him.
Doing this with a point-and-click game is just
Yeah.
torture.
This is a little mean. But if it works, it works.
Oof.
Okay, okay. So
I think you can click them off and on.
yeah, I thought so too, but nothing's happening. But okay, well, we'll try. We've set it up anyway. We've got the link ready, so. For God's sake! It was like a pixel off.
There ain't much cover.
Yeah, I know, Regis.
No, what? If you knew, why did you get shot then, Robin?
Lily, I swear to God. Oh, Lily taught me how to do sliding puzzles today. I'm very
You say
excited.
that like I personally did.
Well, I mean,
sent you a video which did.
well, yeah, and I wouldn't have known if it wasn't for you.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that we get a sliding puzzle in this game so that I can show off my new skill. Because everyone has always bullied me so much about being so bad at them. Because I know that on Liava in particular, yeah, exactly. They've just said that they love sliding puzzles, and now I do too because now I can do them. Okay, well, let's go back to our traveler.
So I'm assuming that the
Should race. Yeah, we're gonna move the arm somehow.
yeah. Oh, so there is a control panel by the arm. We just gotta get down.
Oh, we gotta get. Okay, so we can go through because we could get downstairs. I mean, I don't want to race. I'm clearly not going to be that good. I would like to learn how to do Rubik's Cubes at some point. I've literally never managed it once.
Floor. There's an emergency access route to the sewers in the corner of the north wall.
I did have a look.
Sure, except it's locked.
And find out how to do like a single slide of a Rubik's Cube.
And everything. Any other ideas?
I'm afraid not. The crisis
That's not good enough. You need to do the whole thing.
That's your only route out.
Guess I need to find a way to get the lock off. This is where synthetics are born.
Can we take one?
Whatever this is, building a
We
synth
can.
apparently takes a lot of them.
You've got to put the metal disc in the thing so it reflects the laser into the door.
Yes. Oh yeah. Okay, let's try it out. Let's put the disc in the thing. And let's get out of the way so we don't melt.
Laser yourself.
Firing my lasers. Remember that reference? Oh, the
Oh, we
disc.
just destroyed the disc.
Whatever this is, building a metal polish from the cleaning supplies. It's been a decade, but that's brightened it up.
So we got to... Right, yes.
Ha ha
'Cause it
ha.
wasn't shiny enough.
That is a problem I often have in real life.
Well, your discs aren't shiny enough.
It just things aren't shiny enough. I like it when they are. Come on. Yes. God, how long does it take to fire a death laser? We angled that really well.
Real well.
I'd better not be walking into an ambush.
I haven't let you down yet, have I?
Regis!
It's good to see you in the flesh as well, Lau.
What do you mean, in the flesh?
You weren't the one sending messages through a transceiver in my head?
No, she wasn't.
No, I wasn't.
You thought I was her?
Well, it seemed like that.
Seemed like what? Who are you talking to?
Never mind.
Yeah, a very normal thing to say.
Very
when we're
normal
on the
thing.
run for murder.
So, you've been getting help from the voices? Isn't that usually a sign of stress?
Huh. It's someone communicating by radio. Someone who knows me, apparently. But if it wasn't you...
Definitely wasn't. I just found the message you left in the DNA.
Don't worry, I'm someone you can trust. Not so sure about her, though. There's an interceptor riding her wiring.
Max, the voices say you've been bugged.
What? Wait a second. Nuke an interceptor.
They probably found out where you were as soon as she did.
Any idea where you picked it up?
It would have needed to get past both my checks and Central's. Whoever did this knew what they were doing.
Or had access to Central's permissions database. Is it still a threat?
No, they wouldn't have gotten anything while I've been in the sewer. There isn't any signal down here.
The interceptor isn't broadcasting anymore.
You fixed it.
Yeah, it's been isolated. I have no idea when it started writing me. Must have been while I was investigating the murder at the plant lab.
It wasn't me, Max.
I know,
It
Regis.
wasn't me.
I didn't think it was, but
But
you're the only person I can think of who would have wanted
wasn't
him
me.
dead. And frankly, I don't think anyone would have blamed you after what he did. But after what you tried to do with the bomber last night,
what about it?
you tried to save his life. Even though he'd come here intending to murder as many as he could.
It was the right thing to do.
I've worked with you long enough to know how you work, Regis. What Baxter did didn't drive you to revenge. It's motivated you to try and make the world a better place.
Thank you for your opinion, Max. You're probably thinking more clearly than I am right now. What do you think we ought to do next?
I guess turn yourself in isn't an option.
No.
Well, we need to see if we can find out who really did kill Baxter.
And why they've sent a strike team to hunt me down.
If I might interrupt your happy reunion, I believe I may be able to help.
You can? How?
The voices again?
My organization is aware of links between this attack and Dr. Baxter's murder.
What? How?
I believe we must discuss this somewhere more secure. 1181 Shenley Boulevard, Southeast Network, 16th floor. Come around the back.
Wait, how do we know we aren't just walking into an ambush? Can we trust you?
Well, Charlie, I have just saved your life. Plus, we have information to put you on the right track.
All right. We'll come.
Leave Dr. Lau. Come alone.
No.
Pardon?
Lau comes too. She's the only one I know I can trust right now.
Aw.
Very well. See you soon, Charlie.
Aww.
Yeah.
They like each other.
Yeah.
24 years
Vargas
earlier.
pulled together quite a team.
Charlie looks uncomfortable. You can't blame him. It's not the kind of lab environment he's used to. Nobody's threatening his life. Dr. Baxter is apparently a workaholic, having gotten underway with the project even before having even been briefed. Doctors Jung and Shigwa are in the midst of a fast-paced discussion, which are completely different fields you reckon it's likely to do with something outside of work. BFFs, yeah.
Yay.
Oh.
Hello, Charlie. What was that for?
I'm not sure. I was just worried you weren't going to
Baby
come.
boy
Don't be
Charlie.
silly. Of course I was going to be here.
I know. I was just afraid.
Hey, there's no need to be afraid of anything here. Unlike your last job, there's no firing squad for motivation. I'm sorry, I didn't mean...
It's hard to believe all that's behind me. Not only do I have you to thank for getting me out of there, but getting me into this role as well.
All I did was mention you to Dr. Vargas. He knew what he needed and you fit the bill. Obviously, he knows talent when he sees it.
Hopefully he likes my work. He can't exactly go to the Texan warlords for a reference.
Well, that's a good sign. Now you're the one making jokes about it. Hi there. I'm
He
Dr.
still has a
Pereira.
twinkle in his eyes.
I thought I might get to know who I'm going to be working with.
Oh, right. Certainly. Adam Baxter.
You enjoying the MRI scanner?
Ah, yes. Forgive me. It's just been some time since my last lab work. After the accident, no institution would take me. I feel as though I may wake up and have this dream of an assignment taken from me.
Don't worry. Dr. Vargas is an excellent judge of talent. I can guarantee that this isn't merely out of pity.
This is something of a last chance for me. We must succeed.
It seems very chill. Getting only good vibes from this man. This is my last chance.
Dr. Pereira I've been hearing so much about.
Famous?
The way Dr. Vargas has been going on, you must have been his star pupil.
You're right. I'm Victor Pereira. Vicky. Dr. Vargas mentioned me?
Wouldn't shut up about you. Like you were Watson, Crick, and Einstein rolled into one.
Or more like Oppenheimer, perhaps.
Hey, what we did before isn't the key point. It's what we can do with the skills we've brought with us.
All right then, what's your field?
Organic computing, mostly. I studied under Dr. Vargas.
Ah, we've probably got some overlap then.
And you are?
Dr. Zvidzai Chigwa. My friends call me Gwen. I was brought in from Bulawayo.
What was your field?
Embryonic baseline engineering.
She's a real artist, building new animals from scratch.
Angiosperms, mostly. Still not sure why I'm here. You got any idea what's going on?
You look familiar, Dr.
Nina Jong, pleased to meet you. AI and synthetic awareness studies.
I remember. Dr. Vargas was a big fan of your work.
He's assembling his dream team. That's what you get with an absurdly huge grant. Not that I'm complaining.
Come on, you're the only one of us who's met Vargas in person. Do you have any idea what's going on?
I couldn't help you, I'm afraid.
Aw, you're killing us.
You expect us to believe he didn't tell his star pupil.
Well, I might know. But I know how theatrical he can be. It'd mean a lot to him to be the one to reveal it.
Whatever it is, this is some impressive hardware they've got. That and the secrecy says government work to me.
I'll leave you to it.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. As you look around, you will see some of the finest scientific minds of this generation. These minds have at their disposal the most cutting-edge tools available to humankind. Newton has decided, like an increasing number of cities, to invest in AI management. But they want no mere computer to run traffic patterns and coordinate electricity grids. They have asked me for something infinitely more advanced. They have asked me for the future. I have selected you for this venture
NFTs.
because I believe that together we can make this future. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Central Project.
Now, have you heard of apes?
This is the place Jinsel said to meet up at. What a dump. The city just gets worse and worse every time I leave the trance.
Yeah, I should never lead a trans. Trans for life. The expensive looking car. The expensive looking car seems to have a place in a neighborhood like this. It must be well protected if somebody felt that they could leave it on display. Like most cars you've seen outside of the trans, it appears to be an auto drive. Barely anyone bothers with manual controls anymore. Good riddance in your opinion.
Ads for everything from sleazy bars to sex to cosmetics. Nothing I'd want, though. I feel like the whole neighborhood was designed to alienate me. Ads for everything from sleazy bars to... I feel like...
Is she ace? We meant to take that from it?
I think so.
I guess we could.
An underground trance den. People come here if they can't get online at home. Kinda thought it looked slicker. Guess they're playing up the whole underground thing. Or maybe it's just as grimy as everywhere else in this part of town.
You get a lot of mileage out of the whole trans thing in this game.
Hey, no entry.
Excuse me, I'm trying to get into the trance den.
And I'm stopping you.
What? Why?
Maybe I don't like the look of you. Maybe we're full. Either way, shove off.
This place looks like a dump.
You're one to talk, girl. Bet yours is worse.
So, what happens here?
It's a trance den. People come here to hook up.
I always do it at home. Did do it at home.
People can't always do it there, though. Maybe their partner don't want them doing it no more. Maybe there's some thrall who promised their probation officer they'd stay clean.
So you're selling privacy?
Bingo. It don't need to be pretty. Once you're in the machine, you don't care about how it looks.
What's with your arm? It's all metal.
Lost it in the war. One of the wars. On biochem duty. Turned out that because of the shots they gave me, they couldn't just grow me a new one. Same reason I can't get wired either. Allergic to the stuff.
But you run a trance den.
Ain't that just the definition of irony? The arm's great, but the eyes they gave me ain't worth shit.
There's supposed to be a public terminal in the corner over there. I guess because of all the wires running from where it used to be into the cellar.
You reckon I know something about it? You think maybe I stole the terminal and I'm now using it to run a pirated trance environment for profit?
Maybe?
Huh, you're pretty sharp.
So, you're not wired? You can't connect?
Nope. Been allergic to neural wiring since the war.
This seems like a strange thing to be doing then, running a trance den. You can't even experience the world you've built for these people.
Means I can't get addicted to it either. Best kind of insurance.
Yeah, you don't get you don't get a high on your own supply.
What's the antenna? Sure. The one under the neon lights.
Not everyone here is a local. Some people ain't lucky enough to live in a city like Newton.
International connections?
Exactly. People in Newton can join this hub through the net. Some states, they monitor the usual net connections. So, they bounce the connection in via satellite.
What are other countries monitoring for?
Greater Han likes to control the news and history. Concord is looking for anti-corporate opinion. Eurofed has strict definitions about what counts as acceptable entertainment.
That's barbaric.
Defeats the point of the net, doesn't it? But thanks to Pirate Net, they can never stop the signal.
Come on, there must be something I can do to get in. What do I need to do?
Huh, we get that a lot. Some thrall drags themselves up here, says they'll do anything. Shows how desperate you people are.
Maybe I could do something for you?
Huh, I like 'em skinny, but you look like you'd break a bone if someone looked at you too hard. You wouldn't believe how many greasy thralls try to get in that way, though.
What? No! Ew, no! I meant hacking!
City utilities did cut the water again.
What happened to the water?
Bills weren't being paid. I needed all my quanta to pay off the bookies after Pakistan lost last month's game.
Gambling debts?
Hey, like you're in a position to judge anyone. Thrall. Anyway, Central Utilities shut down the water. Now we can't grow any more wetware.
What do you want me to do about the water supply? I'm a hacker, not a plumber.
The flow's controlled by a terminal in the sewer. I want you to breach it and get my water back.
Why don't you hack the water yourself? You haven't got my skills?
You think a lot of yourself, don't you? I ain't wired. Can't breach systems like that on the go.
Ah, that makes sense.
Also means I got deniability if they just catch some thrall messing around with it. No, officer. I didn't have nothing to do with it. Quit hanging around.
All right, I'm going.
Well, I guess time to bump into people in the sewers.
That's it. Yeah, it's a big possibility.
Please step away from the vehicle. This message has been a product of Sentinel security systems.
Oh, shut up.
Hey, no entry. Quit.
All right.
Oh, we do still have our wetware.
Porch.
I'm gonna rub our ooze all over. Okay.
I'm guessing we just need to move it off so we can, like, get to the presumably sewer entrance underneath it. Manhole?
I guess so. It's going to need a little work done.
Just completely destroy it.
Well, it was pretty easy to hack. The panel bears the two-barreled emblem of central government. Beneath this, a warning to unauthorized users or those not from the utilities office. It's probably fine to touch
It's old
it.
and rusty, but still locked.
Rub some wetware on it?
Yeah,
The
let's
wetware
try.
won't form a connection with it.
Okay.
Have it. Great.
See if we have anything we can.
Was there anything we could do with the grate?
Very good question.
I'm not strong enough to open it with my bare hands.
Do we have anything else?
I guess maybe we need to find like a crowbar or something.
Yeah, like something to wedge it open with.
Can we get bits from the broken car?
No, I can't.
A car repair tool.
Oh, we can.
Probably what they claim it's for, at least.
I didn't see that was intractable anymore. Okay, cool. Well, we have that.
Hey.
Let's open this up. Invalid user. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Let's rub slime on it. Solve all our problems.
Too easy.
So let's turn that on. No, fuck it. We'll
Turn
turn
everyone's
everyone's
water on.
Yeah, what the hell wouldn't we? Bullshit is. Notification from centralized utilities. A number of toxic, destructive, and otherwise hazardous substances has been detected in the city's water supply. Oh, great. The quantities measured are unacceptable. Please download the latest priority list and calibrate your equipment appropriately.
Well.
Can I go in?
You got the water going again, so yeah, we got all we need for more wetware. Quit hanging around.
All right, I'm going.
Yay.
Looks like he's made himself comfortable. She looks so starved and ragged. It's people like her that give trancers a bad rep. One of the trancers is spread out on the foam mat on the floor, underneath all the rusty water pipes. Ugh, there's a really bad smell coming from the vent. Somehow it's even worse than this room. A public access terminal covered in other people's wetware. From the cables running up the stairs, I guess it's been liberated off the street.
Let's have a look first before we try to wake anyone up. Pipes across the ceiling, usefully labeled for maintenance. These are apparently tasked to carry water. Do anything with them? The pipes rumble and shake with built-up pressure. Ooh, it's probably not good.
It looks like bunny ears on the left there.
Where else?
On the left of where the...
Oh yeah, this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's just graffiti, but yeah, you're right. It does look... It does look like bunny ears. Let's talk to this person.
Hey! Nope, nothing.
I reckon you've got to connect.
I can't reach any of its control surfaces. There's a centimeter-thick layer of other people's wetware covering its surface. The wetware won't form a connection with it.
Huh.
Okay, so you do have to try and wake somebody up, I guess, first. Either that or crowbar something.
It's really, really uncool to steal from someone who's in the trance. But I'm in something serious. Huh. She doesn't even have anything on her. This is a lot of quanta for someone to lose in the sofa.
Okay, well...
A plastic credit chip for those times you need to buy something without using the net. I can sense in my wetware that it has a couple hundred quanta still loaded.
Might be able to, like, use it to scrape off some of the wetware on the thing.
I can't reach any of it. Money does.
Oh, we can use the crowbar, though. There we go. Now we can rub our slime on it.
Yeah, slime.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Logging on. Oh, it feels so good.
Oh, God. That's, that Peter Molyneux.
It really looks like him.
Gondorf or Gandalf?
Yeah, Gandalf. Gandalf, Mosin Nugget, Sparkwings, and new user 1. Let's
We've
start.
only seen 3 people, so this is some. One of them is coming from the outside.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, we'll talk to Gandalf first. We'll go from left to right. They've accurately recreated VR chat. Yes, this is exactly how I imagine VR chat is like. Also, hello Buttercup, how are you doing?
Hi Buttercup.
You must know, I'm partaking in the digital experience. Apparently more vivaciously than you.
How do you figure? You're just standing, floating there.
Hey, shut up!
I'm guessing that's the guy who's like sitting in the chair.
Would make sense.
You're ahead.
Very astute. And you're behind.
No, I mean, you're just a floating head. Why are you just a floating head?
Because unlike some people, I'm choosing to take the trance to its full potential. We can look like whatever we want. But some people just look like people. Ooh, human body, 2 legs, 2 arms. How original.
I like having legs.
Yeah, it's so limited though. Realists like you have no imagination.
Hey, who are you calling a realist? What's the line for?
If you must know, I'm waiting for a slot to open up in the games. I'm first though, you hear me?
Sure.
There are social conventions that must be followed.
Are the games any good?
Would I be waiting here if they weren't?
Probably.
Is this one of your usual trance spots?
Yeah, it's acceptable most of the time. Mostly because I'm not being bothered by inane questions from plebes.
It looked a little dirty outside to me.
Yeah, I know, it's disgusting.
That a problem?
No, I got my usual spot to crash under the pipes. It's the cleanest place in the lousy.
Can I get cuts?
What? Are you crazy? No, you cannot go ahead of me. I was here first. That is not how lines work.
What's with the dancers?
I know. They're awful people. They come up here from the bar, spilling vodka all over the sim. Dirty, dirty people.
What a fun guy.
Fine,
yeah.
Whatever.
Great at parties.
Hi there. Hi there.
Okay.
Hi there.
Right.
Hi there.
Right, no one here has anything to say. Let's go down. Hey! I recognize this person. Jinsel sits in a bar area awaiting your news. Despite the getup, she looks no more conspicuous than anyone else would in an environment like this. 100% accurate game representation.
I trust you made it here without too much difficulty.
I really like Jinsel's voice, like the processing. For some, I don't know, I really enjoy it for some reason.
Yeah.
Nothing I couldn't handle. I'm not used to all this meat space stuff, though.
Nonetheless, you've proven yourself resourceful.
You said you knew more about the guy who tried to kill me. You and your Jilly, Holly...
Jahilia. In fact, there's been a breakthrough since we last spoke. Unfortunately, security is still an issue.
It's a public server in a den. I guess anyone could be in here, even other cell agents.
It is good to see you understand the value of privacy.
I don't need anyone else finding out where I am. What do you need?
Jahilia's hackers have managed to block any further connections to this server. You must now help us in clearing out any remaining users.
I'll do what I can.
Isam, we must have privacy before we can reveal what we found. Those remaining in the server must be persuaded to leave.
This might take some work in meat space again.
It is a testament to your strength that you work so well outside your comfort zone.
Don't get used to it. Once this whole nuked up mess is sorted out, I am never leaving the trance again. If you want everyone gone, why don't you just crash the server remotely? I could have done that if you wanted. It would get rid of everyone.
It would, but would also call attention to us. Our hackers have blocked incoming connections. Resetting the server would disable this.
Oh, then everyone would just reconnect again.
Precisely. We've removed as many as we can over the net. The remainder must physically leave the trance by themselves.
With a little incitement from me, you mean? Did you know where this sim was being hosted? It's a stolen street corner terminal in a dingy cellar.
A trance den, yes. We often use it as a meeting point. I have not been there personally, but my allies' reports have painted a vivid picture.
Yeah, it's a great place, if you're a rat or a giant cockroach.
Perhaps you can use this to your advantage? The conditions sound only a little way from intolerable. Those within the den may need only a little push to make it so.
You don't know how far thralls will go for a link. If you're not in the den, where are you? Are you even in Newton?
My person is in a secure location. As to where that is, well, I'm afraid that's a secret.
Not even a clue?
All I shall say is that I'm meeting some old friends here for dinner.
Talk about multitasking.
Exactly. Hopefully you will excuse me if I seem a little distracted.
Why this server? It seems like a strange place to meet.
Jahilia uses many such venues.
Compared to the whole net, though, it's so small.
Which allows us to more easily determine if we are being monitored.
Ah, cloak and dagger.
And after we have concluded our discussion, we shall crash the server. There shall be no evidence of us having been connected.
Who are these other people in here? Your pals?
Bystanders, members of the public. They come from all walks of life. Unfortunately, they cannot know what we are about to discuss.
And that's why you want me to remove them. It's not going to be easy.
You're resourceful, Mandela. You will find a way.
Sims like this are weird. There's a whole net to explore, things to create and learn, but people want to come somewhere that's laid out like a dance club?
Not to your taste?
Just seems like a waste.
Perhaps it lends familiarity to it. Unlike yourself, some may not be ready to lead a wholly intangible existence. They understand the trance and the artifacts of life they know.
And for a trance venue, it seems so small. So, I know it's awful etiquette in the trance. I'm almost disgusted to hear me say it, but...
You want to know more about the real me?
Yeah. I mean, you probably can for secrecy and all.
You are correct. There's a reason we have our identities in here. Even you, Mama. Let's just say that outside, I work to do good for the world. Jahilia's interests match my own in that respect.
So, that organization you work for?
With. Jahilia's membership is non-hierarchical.
Sounds like it'd be hard to get anything agreed on.
Sometimes the differing viewpoints of members leads to a standstill. The ethical integrity is a refreshing change from my RL work, though.
Wasn't Guy working for you?
In a manner of speaking. Sometimes we need to subcontract our tasks. For those matters, we'll recruit experts. Guy was such.
Any word from Guy since I left Cell?
Guy was discharged from Cell shortly after your escape. He made contact with us and sends his thanks.
That's a relief.
That's good to know. Guy.
Why can't you tell me what's going on?
The server is not yet secure. Until it is just us remaining, we can't...
So, you need me to...
Precisely, we must...
Yeah, got done that. Okay.
I'll get back to...
Let's ruin a couple people's day.
G69.
Evening.
Something bothering you?
Not obvious, huh?
I can see it right through the trance. What's up?
Well, I gotta come out to these dens to trance, right? Except the last couple of times, it's not gone so well.
Wiring problems?
Worse. Someone keeps going through my pockets while I'm under. I disconnect and find someone's gone with all my quanta.
Jeez, sorry to hear. Poverty's my answer to that problem.
This time I'm hiding them. They won't find any money on me.
Oh, that's the money you found in the safe.
Oops. Yeah, I put it right next to myself.
This your usual haunt?
First time here, actually. There's a place in Mayasa that I used to go to.
This is my first time here, too. I stopped going to dens after I matriculated.
I can understand. Some people just prefer the freedom of the open web. But you get a different kind of atmosphere in these smaller local servers.
You like the server this den's got running?
It's alright. There's only so much you can do with a repurposed terminal, though.
No doubt legitimately acquired.
No doubt. Still, they've got a bar, dance floor, and a bunch of games running. And I love the way you can just stare off the edge into forever.
Why'd you choose this place, if you don't mind me asking?
My folks have been trying to get me to cut down.
Fortunately, something I've not had to deal with. No folks.
So I can't transit home. I have to use dens. The further from home the dens are, the better. Why'd you come here?
I'm on the run from a style agent who's trying to kill me. My underground contact told me to meet here.
You're funny.
What's with those guys hogging the dance floor?
From what I can tell, they're celebrating. They've got a cycle of drinking down here and partying up there.
Any idea what's got them in such a good mood?
I don't know. Some sport thing? Big win, apparently. I haven't really paid attention to that stuff since I started trancing.
I know the feeling. Hey, I don't know how to tell you this.
What is it?
Well, I was just offline a second ago, you know, finding some food. Anyway, I saw this guy going through your stuff on the sofa.
Oh, Nuke, he found it? Damn. What'd he look like?
Big guy. Lots of muscle.
Wait, did he have an animated snake tattoo on his arm? White hair?
He might have.
Nuke, I know who it was. I'm gonna kill that asshole when I get home. X is right.
He sounds like a terrible individual.
Oh.
Thanks for your help.
I feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, my least favorite part of this game is that when we're playing with Mandala specifically, you have to be really mean to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can I get you?
I used to have an auto meal kind of like you. She got her recipes off a memory card. What about you?
I got all the usuals built in already, plus a few extras, this being the trance and all.
How do you mean?
People can be a little more adventurous about what they choose in here.
I guess the law, or even physics, doesn't really matter here.
As long as I got the formula, I can fix it up for you.
What are you supposed to be? Victorian?
I'm the bartender, Missy. Wouldn't be much of a club without one.
Real, or...?
Nah, I'm part of the program. They got me out of a broken down machine in a dive bar in southeast Newton.
You like it here?
Better than the last job. There's more space in here, that's for sure. And trance users have more interesting orders than beer, and beer.
Before yesterday, I hadn't really spoken much with AIs. Do you ever get the urge to do more?
How do y'all mean?
Well, I mean, you're stuck in here. Or in a drinks machine. Ever wanted to get out, see the rest of the trance?
Missy, I sell drinks. Unlike you, I have a defined raison d'etre. If I weren't doing that, well, I just wouldn't feel right.
I think we can give him, because we have the thing that we found in the sewers.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they got the formulas in here. You sure got some interesting tasting drinks, Missy. Howdy there, miss. What can I get you?
Oh, we can make some acid. Estrogen!
Yeah. Let's make some estrogen.
Estrogen, sir.
Getting in touch with your feminine side, Missy.
Just what are you implying?
Nothing at all, man.
Better not be.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Can we drink the estrogen? Oh, I can't drink the estrogen.
No, but we can give it to someone.
What can I get you?
True. But we also do need the acid.
Sulfuric acid, please.
Coming right up.
I just love that.
Don't spill that now.
Ciao.
Cool glass of estrogen, please. This is just how you just go to your GP, you ask them for a glass of estrogen.
Oh, music suddenly a bit loud.
Yeah, let me... Yeah, I feel like this setting resets in the scene.
Hi there.
What?
This might seem a little strange, but I need everyone to leave the server.
What? No, I haven't gotten into the games yet.
It wouldn't be for long.
No, games first, then I go home. Do you get me?
Ciao.
Fine.
I think maybe we need to do something with the water drips. Water is dripping right on him. Can we...
Yeah,
we go.
Yep. Give him some tasty chemicals. Right, yeah, now you need to go back in and say hey.
So, you're drowning. You might want to deal with that.
Hey.
What do you want?
Much as I hate to bring up meat space stuff,
Spit it out.
actually, that's what you might need to do. The sewage pipe over your head's burst.
What? How'd something like that happen?
I've no idea.
Nuke it. Nuke it. I will not be giving this server any positive feedback on my blog.
Why did you lie underneath the pipes?
Because it's the cleanest place.
Oh, God. Well, games. Time to play games. Pro game time. Grav ball. Get nuked.
A nice game, loser. Hey, how about best 16 out of 30? Ha ha.
Jerk.
Hi there.
What's up?
Okay, let's play, I guess.
Let's go.
Bring it on.
Damn.
Gamer.
I don't know how to do this.
I think you've got to try and hit it like well before it actually gets to you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's try that.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
All right, let's do
it
this.
on.
There's a big wind up.
Damn.
That's really tough. Oh God, that's really hard. Okay.
Gamer.
Oh, you've basically got to click that one right after.
Yeah.
Yeah, try this again. Come on.
Bring it on.
Bring.
I like
it
how your
on.
score's both at 0 still.
Oh, come on. Okay, yes, finally. Finally, 1 point.
Damn.
How am I even supposed to do that?
I think just like
Oh God, one more time.
Oh yeah.
I think there is a way to cheese this, but I'm
Just one
gonna.
left.
Hi there.
What's up?
We can talk to him first, I guess.
You're Domino?
The one and only. No doubt you've seen my live feed. I guess you've come to get a glimpse of your sporting idol in action.
Not really. Just that your username's visible.
Huh. Better introduce myself. I'm Domino. I'm the den's reigning king of sport.
Jackass.
I'll take a Cuba Libre and a tall glass of girl juice.
What are you guys playing down here?
It's a test of reflexes and coordination.
It looks kind of like tennis.
As if. Tennis is to this as chess is to the real-time battlefield command sim.
But you still have to hit a ball back and forth.
If you want to be all reductionist, in that case, the trance is merely computing in your brain.
I still don't get the appeal of it. It's like hundreds of years old.
It becomes more refined every technological generation. A true test of one's mental and reflexive balance.
Hitting a ball back and forth.
I like to make things, to explore.
You're free to do that, I guess. Just one less thrall I need to beat on repeat.
You're a natural at this.
Either that, or everyone else is a bunch of nuked up losers.
You must have put a lot of practice into this.
Well, that's part of it. A bigger part is the cocktail.
Like, from the bar?
It's a mix of steroids and epi. It speeds my brain and reflexes way up.
Isn't that cheating?
Nah, not according to the rules it ain't. Only counts as cheating if you tamper with the programming.
Whereas you're just tampering with your brain instead?
Yep.
Could I ask a favor? I need everyone to leave the server.
Yeah, right. Why would I quit on a winning streak like this?
Right,
What
so
would
you
the
gotta
sportsman in you say to a little bet?
Nah,
get a drink.
fucking.
If I can break your
Yeah,
streak,
I guess so.
you leave the server.
That sounds about even.
Don't you want something from me if I lose?
I don't need it. Every time I smash you, my streak gets bigger. That's all I need, since this loser stopped playing.
Go nuke yourself.
I've got better.
You'll be better. Chicks can't get in.
Oh god. Alright, yeah, let's try and get the whatever that was what he mentioned.
Probably the estrogen.
Well, I used to be good at games, so.
Benzene?
Benzene for me, please.
You'll find it has quite a unique kick. Let me know when y'all's eyesight comes back.
Ciao.
I can't drink it. Do I give it to him, maybe?
Oh, what about that glass on the side there?
No, that's not interactable. Meow. Hello. You're making noise for the people watching.
Scram time for Theo?
It's scram time for
there,
Theo.
miss. What can I get you?
It is almost food o'clock, which means that it is scram o'clock.
I'm feeling it soft.
Coming around. Don't.
Let's
Ciao.
let's go out into meat space.
And we just need to, like, just bonk him on the head.
Nope, no.
What's the glowing stuff behind him?
Nah, mine's fresher. Besides, everyone else will have been sticking their fingers in that stuff. Looks like they're growing their own wetware down here as well. I guess it's so warm and damp. The pirated cultures must love it.
Okay.
What about the other game?
Yeah, let's check the other games. I think there's one person we have to get in each one.
Hey there.
Hey, you got here just in time.
For what?
It's the end of the world, baby.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. What a rush, huh?
What just happened? What is this sim?
Get nuked, man.
Excuse me?
Oh, sorry. That's the name of the sim.
Get nuked? That's a bit
on the nose, but it does what it says on the wrapper. That's what people come here to do. Get nuked.
I think I've had enough explosions for 1 week. So, what's it about?
The whole history of atomic warfare, baby. If you can think of a time where they've dropped the bomb, this sim gives you the chance to experience it.
Wow, I've seen people make some pretty weird stuff in the trance. I guess I'm not in a position to judge.
Darn straight. Besides, it's not just historical interest, it's for fun. With online map data, you can set it to nuke anywhere in the world.
So, what's the aim? Can someone win?
It's not a game, it's a simulation. Though sometimes we try to choose scenarios and see who can get the higher body count.
Huh.
I'm winning at the moment. Sarbamba, New Delhi, 2027.
I thought you just said it wasn't a game.
Not all the time.
So, where are we? The beach?
Siege of Singapore, 12 years ago. Smack bang in the middle of the Timuhani War.
Huh?
The most deadly atomic conflict in history, babe. China, Pakistan, and India. You're not from around there, are you?
Why do you say that?
Well, you kind of look.
I could be a bald man in my 50s for all you know.
Just thought I'd check. Don't bite my head off. You might have lost family in it.
I have no idea where I'm from. Refugee raised in Newton.
Oh yeah, we nuked them last week as well.
I do appreciate that he's like trying to be a little bit sensitive, I guess.
Yeah.
What are your
like,
favorites?
Suddenly kind of realizing that, like, oh yeah, we are going to talk about real
Singapore,
things.
New Delhi, and Vegas. Some Zift came in earlier, wanted.
I mean, he's
Nagasaki.
desensitized, but still a little bit for where?
I'm all like, they already did Japan 3 days earlier. Get some originality, man.
Can we have a go at flattening Newton? I'm in the mood to take it out on the city.
Sorry, babe. The server's only running the shareware version. I'm afraid Singapore's all we get.
Why are you here then? You sound like an enthusiast.
Yeah, but Leon, the guy who runs this place, he lets me admin it. I'm in charge of all things atomic in this server.
Is there any way to change the settings?
Singapore's the only map we've got in this version. Only thing you could do is tweak the bomb, really. And the user mortality setup, too.
I'm Mandela.
I'm Fearless Phil. Him over there is Vomitor. I help Leon out by running his nuke server for him.
Are you in the cellar? The den?
Oof. Meat space questions. We've only just met. I'm running an open line from home. My mom doesn't like it when I go to... I mean, I've got my own specialized setup at my place.
He doesn't want to be an ass beyond his natural assness.
Yes.
That's quite an outfit you've got.
You like it? Classic post-nuke apocalypse chic.
You know, there are places in the world that have really suffered nuclear attacks. I don't think anyone dresses like that there.
My style comes from the oldies. It's post-retro. Like, from before there were any of the big atomic conflicts.
So, movies and games rather than actual nuclear catastrophes?
Exactly. The real survivors are so downbeat, aren't they? They take all the fun out of atomic warfare.
Yeah, I might want to backtrack a little bit on giving him credit. Credit there.
I was just wondering, would you be able to disconnect? I can't really tell you why, but it's really important.
Say what? I can't leave now. I've got the nuke server to look after.
Maybe if you go when you next get killed by the blast or the fallout?
Hey, if mortality was on, we'd all have been wasted by that last one. While God mode is on, nothing can kill us.
Sink you later.
Catch you in the afterglow.
Well, we do have a thing here.
I can't pull it off by hand. I'm going to need a way through if I want to find it.
Yeah, we have acid. Pour acid on the thing.
The acid's eaten right through the panel cover.
DEFCON DC. Hiroshima Revisited. Oh, that is grim.
Yeah.
Operation Shiva's Fist. Davy Crockett. Siege of Singapore. Okay, that's the one we have.
Yeah.
And we can't load any of the other ones. I don't think, anyway.
Yeah, that, Singapore's the only one they have.
Yeah, so stick to that one. Now Godmother is off, we're gonna die.
Here we go!
I like to go in on the right line and do the yay!
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, I can't imagine that was a pleasant experience.
No, but you know. Alright, we have one more. We've got to get Pong Guy out of here.
Yeah. So, either you've just got to beat him the normal way.
There is some way to do this, but I don't remember what it is.
Hi there.
What's up?
Let's try one more time. And then I'll look it up.
Unfortunately, got a bit robot-y for me.
I hear you, though. Can you hear me now?
Woohoo!
Okay, here we go. Oh, I think we've lost Lily.
Woohoo!
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, are you back?
Yes.
I'm up 2-0.
Nice.
Oh, no, he got one. Fuck. Okay, I just need one more. Oh, no. Sudden death.
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake, I was so close.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Bring it on.
Come on now. This is overdo it. This is the one.
Damn.
That last one is just impossible because like you cannot click fast enough.
Gotta chug these.
Yeah, I need my girl juice to be good at video games.
Girl gamer juice.
Damn.
Oh, calm the crap on. Okay, I'm gonna look this up
Another
now.
win for Team Awesome.
For Team Awesome.
Our Team Awesome.
Grav ball. Screw this game. Okay. If it tells me that I have to beat this fair and square, I'm going to flip in real life. Oh, the Steam app is great as always. Okay. Sorry, I'm reading. I'm trying to find.
Okay.
The people are very angry about this game, which is, you know, it's fine. But can I please find out how?
How to be properly angry at this game.
How to be good at video games, please.
I already told you. Gamer juice.
But I tried the Gamer Girl juice.
Well, drink it better.
Drink more of it. You need more estrogen.
Chug.
Okay. Okay. Okay, lead the trance. After we can finish this one, this will probably be a good time to end it because we're over 2 hours. But we figure we just need to get this guy out, so we'll do that very quickly. Is there anything we can do?
Can you open up the grate?
I can't just yank it out. I have no idea what that'll do to him.
Can we?
He's enhancing his
use a
experience with the
syringe.
side of intravenous drugs. The IV
Do you have the syringe?
doesn't work like that. It's for
Oh.
putting stuff in, not sucking it out.
Okay.
Couldn't you put it in you?
No, I can't do that. Can I?
The wetware won't form a...
Bless you.
Is there...
Oh, apparently we can go outside. Bless you. Ah, some new guy has shown up.
Excuse me?
Jesus Christ is coming! Repent!
Before he gets
That's
his
what the
sperm all over
I
you.
must call to the unsaved that they may hear. They need to know the word of God's love.
It sounds to
Now,
me
can you
like
give
you're
me some
harassing
drugs?
them. Go on.
Yeah,
what's the
please,
message? I'm
please,
listening.
drugs.
Kingdom
Just give me
of heaven
drugs.
is nearly upon us. We must prepare and seek his salvation. Turn aside from this false paradise of yours.
The trance? You don't like the trance.
It is a false promise of paradise. They will lead you into the belief that it can be achieved without
Oh, he's a
faith in
guardian
you.
writer.
So, you don't like the competition the trance gives religion.
There are claims of those within that it is a new promised land. But it is not but a wretched hive of sin and debauchery.
I don't like the word thrall, but I guess you could say I spend a lot of time in the trance.
Then it is my mission to save you. I must place you on the path to his salvation. I must show you the way.
Okay, let's say for the sake of argument, I agreed with you. How does someone get on that path?
Hear me, my child. There are 3 stages. His kingdom, then the material, mortal world. Lastly, the mire of the virtual, wherein you are trapped.
So, how do I get out of the virtual?
We must start you outwards, and first give you an anchor in the material. While the virtual may seem to contain all the pleasures of the flesh, we must show you what the material can offer.
The pleasures of the flesh.
The book says to use what he has given us, and I have been blessed with powerful barbiturates.
Is it drugs?
You want
It's
to use
drugs.
drugs
It's
to get me off the
drugs.
trance?
It's drugs!
The of the material can rival that of the virtual. Thence, we can lead you to those of the divine.
Get you
What church
addicted
did you
to
say you
like
belong to?
stuff in the physical
Think of it in
world.
terms
You won't be in the
of
trance.
replacement therapy,
Yeah, exactly.
A tried and true method for recovery from addictions. We must win you away from the sin of the trance.
Is this a good spot for you?
I pray for the young, springing forth from within the den. With the message, I seek to show them his way.
And a lot of barbiturates?
I use what means I must, and what he reveals to me.
Hello, Megan. How you doing? Addicted to X. Just get hooked on Y instead. Totally a healthy and sustainable approach. Well,
I've been thinking about what you
I feel like we'll try
I
it.
definitely want to repent.
Hallelujah, my child. This is a glorious day.
Yes,
glorious.
rejoice.
Are you prepared to begin your spiritual journey?
Yes, praise be, etc.
Very well. But first, a donation is required.
Oh, so you got to give him the
Means to salvation
money card.
cost, my child. Narcotics are expensive to come by.
Bye.
all right.
Hey, I'd like to make a donation.
That is most kind, my child.
I think this guy might just be a drug dealer. You know what? I think you're onto something here. But if he's gonna give us
Remember where
barbiturates,
to
then
find salvation, should you happen to
I do like his neon cross there as well.
yeah, no, that is pretty cool. Neon crosses have like a very particular vibe.
Yeah.
You load a cartridge of tranquilizer into the hypodermic injector. The old
Oh,
battery.
cool. We're going to drug this guy.
Yeah.
With different drugs.
You find a part of his arm that's definitely a blood vessel that rather than a tattoo.
You got the whole dose. This should be interesting.
Oh, it was so mean.
Yeah. He's definitely not going to suspect anything when we, like, you know, wake up next to him.
Yeah, absolutely not. Grab ball. There's no word for beating this part fairly, but literally. Yeah, I tried. It's no way.
Hi there.
What's up?
I got really close, but I did not.
Let's go.
It's going to turn out like you
Bring
can't
it
even beat him
on.
when he's drugged up.
Woohoo!
There we go. I was up 2-0 before, but
Yeah.
yeah, there we go.
Woo! Woohoo!
Nice.
You gotta, yeah, well, I better just, I don't feel so good.
Let's hope he's not like allergic or sensitive to the drugs we gave him.
Nothing I couldn't handle.
Or potentially, like,
You did,
getting addicted to it
that
either.
was worth sticking around to see.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we'll spar sometime.
Alright, I think that's all of them.
El Mostardo.
Good name. I think these folks seem fine.
Why can't you tell me what?
The server is until it is just us remaining.
So you need.
I think you've got to do something about the,
I'll get
the
back
dance
to you.
floor. Maybe you've got to spill stuff on the dance floor?
Ooh, maybe.
Spill estrogen all over.
Get girl juice over everyone.
Howdy there, miss. What can I get you?
A glass of your finest estrogen, sir.
Getting in touch with your feminine side, missy.
Just what are you implying?
Nothing at all, man.
You better not be. Ciao.
Alright, I'm gonna look this up because we do need to end at some point.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, so they are overseas. So we need to get them away. You can block the connection of visitors from specific parts of the world directly on the trans terminal. In this case, okay, where's the trans terminal?
Well, the terminal is in the middle of the room. Either that, or we're gonna fuck up with the antenna.
There we go. Okay. There we go.
Nice.
Thank you, Megan. poured estrogen onto the trans-terminal as an offering. Bye.
Vidania. Guess that proves where they were from.
How is your progress?
It's just you and me. Server's empty. We're alone.
Excellent. I feel much safer.
You going to tell me what's going on now?
I shall. But first, tell me, why do you enjoy the trance?
I understand how everything works in here. Everything within here is constructed, planned, laid down. Someone built it, and it's like I can see all the gears turning behind it all. I've got a much clearer understanding of my place within it.
I suppose you could say you were born for this?
It feels like it, sometimes.
Mandala, we've been taking scans of your connection. We have never seen a sync ratio as high as yours. The trance is literally where you belong. We need your assistance.
Hey, no way! I don't even know what you people want!
Please hear me out. The reason you were targeted is linked to your unusual natural affinity for the trance.
They want to kill me because my connection's too fast?
Not directly. It goes deeper than that, to the very structure of your brain. Do you recall what Guy was doing in that cell you shared with him?
Yeah, he was your relay, wasn't he? You were connecting to Cell's systems through him?
Precisely. He was a vital part of the operation. But thanks to the psychophage, he is indisposed to us.
Let me guess. You want me to be a relay for you?
With a sync ratio like yours, the bandwidth would be incredible.
Your hackers would be running petabytes through my wiring. But you'd need me to get close, right? To the systems of the people trying to kill me? Excuse me if I sound a little skeptical, but you're asking me to walk up to the people trying to kill me? You haven't even given me a good explanation for why they're after me.
I'm sorry, but we don't know a great deal more than you. We need your assistance. Your unique talent with the trance makes you valuable. They hunt you because of it. Turn it against them.
So, this'll help you discover their plans? Fine. What do you need me to do?
Shukran, Mandala. Justice shall be done. They operate from an old aerostat terminal, Xanadu Airfreight. Head there. We will remain in contact with you.
Great, we're walking.
And now, we must crash the server. Good luck, Mandala.
The trans environment has become unstable and must be terminated. If the error reappears, please contact your sysadmin. And there should be a tiny little scene left.
Yeah. Dr. Regis? Hey, Dr. Regis.
Oh. Sorry, Nina. I'm just not used to that name yet.
Congratulations, by the way. Isn't it kind of old-fashioned, though, taking his name?
I think it's romantic.
Not a giant leap backwards?
He lost his family in the war. Now we're starting a new one. I thought it might help give him some continuity.
Speaking of which, you guys planning on having kids?
Eventually, yes. We're speaking to a specialist.
Oh, right. Hot zone. Who'd have thought living in a hazard region would be such a drag?
It's not just Charlie. My work with the inspectors wasn't good for me either.
Going for the test tube baby option, then.
It'll be a whole lot easier to screen for anything we might pass down.
With Charlie's background, I'm surprised he's not growing them himself. And again, they might go bang if he did it. Too far?
Yes.
I'll just get back to the decompiling.
Can it wait? I'm in the middle of dissecting Dr. Vargas's brain. With the fMRI scanner, of course.
Dr. Vargas?
We can talk to him, though.
In here, my dear.
Hello, Ralphie.
What are you doing?
Roadman 9 and 46.
Dr. Chigwa is mapping my brain activity. In many ways, our project will share more in common with us than other computer platforms.
Intermittent rostrocaudal axis patterns. Tell me, what do you think would be the best manner to train such an AI?
Naturally?
It can handle abstractions better than conventional AI. Plus, we have millennia of experience and tradition when it comes to education.
I somewhat agree with you. Do you hear that, Gwen?
No, don't do that.
Though Dr.
No.
Chigwa agrees that conventional programming is impossible, she is considering the possibility of imprinting existing mind states within the platform.
Quick for the AI, but utilizing a person's natural experience?
Though it may not be my philosophical ideal, it is an intriguing experiment. It is good to be working with you again, Dr. Pereira. I mean, Dr. Regis. Congratulations again on the wedding.
It's been too long since Buenos Aires, Eduardo.
You were my brightest student, Viksha. I felt so conflicted when you were awarded that field position.
That feels like so long ago. I was ready for something more sedentary. And this project, it's like nothing else I've ever worked on before. It's groundbreaking, the next big step in artificial intelligence. I'm really grateful you could take Charlie on board.
I can see how much he means to you, Dr. Regis. Your opinion and welfare means a great deal to me. Of course, I would not have taken him if I did not think him capable. I am afraid that we have hit an obstacle. Though we have a solid theoretical groundwork, we cannot proceed.
Why not? We've built a gene map for the organic processors. Get Charlie or Dr. Chigwa to run it through a flash clone.
Alas, that is where our problem lies. Our plans depend upon the development of neural tissue. The flash clones develop with none, for legal and ethical reasons.
Dr. Baxter has a reliable simulation of the AI running in situ. Surely he can pattern it out onto a larger system.
While the platform will run magnificently in an organic framework, trying to emulate it in a simulation has tremendous processing costs. Unless we can finalize the production of an organic matrix, we will fail.
The City Council must have expected something like this eventually. We can petition for a special exception. They'll provide live embryos for research.
Certainly possible, though too lengthy. By the time approval has been granted, the project will have exceeded its deadline.
There might be another option. Nina gave me the idea. We need normal embryos to engineer, not the flash clones, right?
She's gonna offer her own embryo?
The Council will not be able to provide them quickly enough.
Well, Charlie and I have been trying for kids. As a result, we have several fertilized embryos frozen.
Viksha, I hope you are saying what I think.
We could, perhaps, donate.
You do not know what this could mean to us. You have saved us, Viksha. In a way, you may yet be the surrogate mother of the central AI.
Whoa, big spike in activity there.
You think Charlie will be okay with that?
Hey, he spent years modifying embryos himself. I'm sure he'll be all right.
Yeah, this is a timeline without ChatGPT. But we've been talking about how this feels very prescient. Ooh, we're at a swanky place.
Now to find out who our mysterious benefactor is.
Good luck. I'll keep the car moving. Hopefully Central won't start asking too many questions.
Copy that. Regis out.
And I think that is going to be where we leave it.
Are you Dr. Regis?
Yes.
Can I
You
end
must
this
be the welcoming
bit of dialogue?
They're waiting for you upstairs. Hold on. Gotta search you first.
I cannot get the menu here.
That's what it takes.
One cell issue charge pistol. It will be kept safely for you until business is concluded.
Gee, thanks.
You may proceed upstairs.
You ask him to charge it for you?
Oh, Lord. Nina, you're the one I've been talking to?
You made it at last, Charlie. How are you?
I guess I have to thank you for helping me out there.
Nonsense, Charlie. What are old friends for?
Friends. Huh.
We were all terribly sorry about what happened to Vicky. Baxter was obsessed.
You didn't bring me here to reminisce. Looks like you got yourself some new friends.
These are associates of mine. We have a common cause, one that we hope you might be able to join.
What do you mean?
Allow me to introduce everyone here. Councilman Dean.
Good evening, Dr. Regis.
Rand Schumann.
You don't look like much.
Imogen Natalia Revilla Quintanilla de Flores.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And I believe you've already spoken to Mr. Stepford here.
Oh my, yes.
All of
It's
us are here
him
because of a
again.
common cause, the removal of Central.
What? I mean, you can't just...
It's a difficult proposition, and we need the help of someone like yourself. In exchange, we have the means to assist you with your personal crisis.
You've always dreamed big, haven't you, Nina?
We know exactly where your offspring are. Don't dismiss us outright. We can help each other, Charlie. Listen to what we have to say.
That is going to be where we leave it. I'm going to save on camera so I don't Save, what do we call this one? Save Swanky Dinner. Swanky Din, yes. That is gonna that is gonna be it. Let me switch over to our thank you screen. Thoughts? How do you feel about the game so far?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm still like it is interesting that it's kind of exploring a bit more like how Central came to be and stuff.
Yeah. It's now we're at a point where we're really like plot threads are starting to come together, but we still don't really know what the big conspiracy is, and it seems like we have multiple ones kind of layered on top of each other.
Yeah,
and it's all somewhat around Regis's past and Central. It's all converging. I don't know if we'll be able to finish it on the next stream, but we're not far off now. I think maybe we are 2/3 through the game, I would say.
Okay. That seems about right.
I think we're going to, because Halls is live, so I think we're gonna raid us off to Halls, who is playing Sifu, which is a game that I only barely know. I think it's like a
one of my housemates have been playing that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, looks quite good.
Yes, please go and tell Halls that we said hello, and I hope everyone has a lovely evening. Thank you to Lily for joining me again.
Yeah.
For more Technobabylon. Thank you to everyone in chat. Thank you to everyone who's been lurking, and I hope to see you next time. But until then, bye bye.
Bye bye.